What's up, people? It's the Unirrelevant podcast. You are welcomed by your hosts, Damien.
And Jesse.
Join us as we experience time through our honest and unbridled consciousness. We discuss it all. Here we'll be expressing our insights, our emotions, and you will get to follow us as we learn, try, and work even harder to find out what it truly means to be unirrelevant. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Yep.
just to get into this whole thing.
Sure.
You, my friend, may you introduce yourself to our viewers who don't know you.
All right. I'm Jon Daly. I'm from West Springfield, Massachusetts. And what else you guys want to know about me?
Yeah, man. Well, I've talked about you a few times on here. My coworker, met him with IMI.
That's right. That's right.
Fucking top guy over there.
Fucking top shelf.
Hell yeah, man.
Type of human being I am. So,
I'd like to say, you spark my interest because of the amount of will you have to find the truth.
exactly.
That's something that we're big about around here.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
No one likes being lied to. And,
That's right.
Especially me. And the ever-changing world is just filled with it. So it's fucking hard to find the truth through all the bullshit.
What was it? What was it in particular that gave you that conscious shift from being, just going about your everyday, thinking about just your normal stuff
Yeah,
to
exactly.
seeing the whole picture?
I would say it happened, relatively close to when COVID first hit us, and and the whole fucking ever-changing bullshit that just kept getting spewed out that just didn't make sense to me. Nothing made sense,
Right.
and I was just, and then watching, the whole election scene going on and fucking, it just kind of, I don't know, kind of like,
None of it added up.
yeah, nothing added up to me in that sense. So I was always going, and I have a young daughter, and me and her mother aren't seeing eye to eye on a lot of things right now, based on, all this shit that's been going on. So,
Oh, I'm sure.
but it's all been about my daughter, like trying to keep her safe and trying to weed through, how I fucking can find the truth in all of it. So.
Yeah, and we're all fathers here, so we definitely
Yeah. So.
100% agree with that. I mean, I've always been, I guess you could say, I was woken up at a young age, probably around maybe 15.
Yeah.
I had always had that kind of mind of question everything.
Right.
That was instilled in me. But there's a lot of conspiracies that I would, and I say the word conspiracy lightly. It's a label that
It's
has been
proved it
casted.
wrong every 6 months now. So.
Yeah, right. But it's funny because every anything that's called a conspiracy eventually turns out to be real.
That's what I'm saying. So
Most of them.
Most
I'd
of
say,
them.
yeah.
and that's the thing is another thing that really sparked me, was I was seeing, like I said, when I started diving into it and, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on in this crazy world, and I don't want to lose my train of thought here.
Right.
Yeah, trying to, just trying to find the truth, seeing what's being portrayed as the truth or being portrayed to me or I'm being told to fucking, that's what's
How to think.
exactly, trying to make my mind or, about anything,
Mhm.
and I'm not that guy. I will never be that guy. So, so I think that kind of just catapulted me on this, quest, I should say.
Yeah,
and,
that's a good word, man.
And there's just so much going on that, it's happening daily, but no one's seeing it. You know what I mean? So it's that's why I said to get on Telegram and check out some of the shit that's on there because it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy out there.
So what's right off the top of your head, what's the most concerning thing right now?
Concerning? I'm not concerned about anything. I'm not afraid of nothing, and I have a very high hope for the future. So
Yeah, we've talked deeply about this while working. Um, so is it your understanding that, I mean, whatever group it might be, we'll just call it like the good against the bad.
that's exactly nothing
So
simpler than that.
you do believe that the good have control of things,
Yes.
and the bad is losing.
Yes.
All right, let's just establish that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's
That symbolizes it.
yeah, that's a very
Because it's a
good.
very broad thing that's going on, I would say.
Oh yeah,
So,
we got the time, bro. Fucking
oh,
enlighten us. What is
Yeah.
going
fucking,
on?
you know, no simpler than this. I would say that we're in the middle of, or towards the end of, the greatest military sting on the planet. All right, if that makes sense. All right.
Broadly,
Sting
yeah.
operation to take down a cabal. If that makes sense.
A cabal of like misinformers, a cabal of like one percenter elitists.
Elitists, yes. You can
Okay.
call them elitists. You can call them whatever you want to call them. I believe the world's controlled by a very small percentage of people,
Hmm.
and everything that
I mean, that's
is.
apparent, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the actual whole world, or just like our
the
nation?
whole world.
The whole world.
The whole
All right.
entire world. All right. And it's generational, that we've been under this kind of, um, you know, mind manipulation kind of thing, consciousness lowering beings, kind
Yeah.
of just, not reaching our full potential as a humanity, as humanity itself.
Right.
From the food we eat to the, water
I mean,
that's coming
fluoride.
through. Yeah,
Fluoride.
perfect
Dude, I
example.
mean, it literally crystallizes your pineal gland.
Exactly.
It calcifies, not crystallizes. It calcifies the very center of your brain, the very first thing that comes to material in the birth process.
Exactly.
And
That's why it's so.
I mean,
like this brought me into a much bigger spiritual understanding of life, and a closer relationship to God. And that's where, like, I mean, it's, to me, it's like God versus Satan.
mhm.
Biblical shit. Talking. It's coming to fruition, just as the Bible has prophesied. But also at the same time, because this kind of got me away from, I was raised Catholic, and went to church. I was an altar server as a kid, and like I said, coming to age, where you're starting to see the world and be around the world, and meet new people, meet new friends, different circumstances, everything that you're going through in life, from a child to a man. I kind of fell off the path, you would say. Started questioning, same thing I'm doing now. Questioning, what my parents taught me, or what Christianity taught me. And kind of going off, and like I said, and then kind of feeling, like you get like a gut feeling where you're just like, man, my parents fucking lied to me, this and that. You're kind of,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit bitter about it. It's probably why I, went the way I went with drugs and, alcohol and stuff like that. So, but like I said, and then going through this whole process that to my, consciousness raising process, I should say, it's brought me back to God, you know what I mean? So it's coming like full circle.
And there are even scriptures, and I can't tell you which, but there are scriptures in the Bible that even talk about that directly. That is the course that most men have to go through
Right.
to become born again. You
Right.
know what I mean? You have to have that instilled in you at a young age, but then later on, you have to go through that rebellious stage.
Yeah.
You know, if you weren't to question anything, you didn't have free will to begin with.
Exactly. And that's also like I said, and this is another thing that really, really brought me to where I am today, is the fact that, what I understood to be true, the way it was taught to me in schools, the way it was taught to me, through media, through fucking Hollywood, through whatever, that this is, this is the truth, you know, we wouldn't lie to you, you know, kind of shit. And then finding out that it's all been manipulated, like every aspect of our culture has been manipulated, in my sense.
Oh, 100%.
So,
I mean, that's literally I mean, if you watch the stock markets, if you just pay attention.
well, that's what I
It's
mean. Like this is where I'm going to go with this because I'm going to stop you right there. I believe the stock market is it's like smoke and mirrors right now. All right,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, we are in the middle of inflation like you wouldn't believe, and our stock market's rising. You know, logically in my brain that doesn't fucking make sense. So, and also through what I know to be true about everything, like I said, it gets proven daily to me through, you know, that this is going on because, like I said, it's going through all these social media accounts to, I'm talking to, you know, military accounts that have, like, you know, they have 80,000 different fucking Twitter accounts for, you know, this battalion, this, you know, Air Force, Marines, fucking, they all have different accounts. So, and through these accounts, there's these, you know, it's coded in a way that, you know, people that are diving in like I'm diving in are breaking the code and, you know, seeing the bigger picture, seeing what lies ahead, kind of like dropping breadcrumbs for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to see behind the curtain, not just what
Exactly.
the front they're putting up.
Exactly. So, you know, and then like I said, I don't watch the news anymore. I don't watch media. I don't watch, you know, anything that's controlled by what I would say scumbags.
An overhead.
You know, the previous, I would say the previous way of getting information. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are using the same stuff probably, like I said, so you're not seeing what I'm seeing. So knowing what I know from what I've been seeing is that.
But that's exactly why I wanted to bring you in, is because, you know, like me personally, I went through a similar indulgence, I would say, when I was younger, and then I went through uh, a good 7 year span of just doing the most amount of psychedelics I could do. And but also feel right about it. Like I wasn't doing it every weekend, you know what I mean? But when mother would speak to me,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's how I've always been able to understand that extraterrestrial being that's out there. Whether it's God, honestly, if you were to ask me, is God a man or a woman? No, I think God's a woman more than a man. If you want to ask me, because I mean, how else would there be? I mean, this place is gorgeous. Everything about all of it is absolutely perfect mathematically. It all intertwines together. I mean, we are literally millions of years of developed fungal matter who's gone so far through this infinite plane of consciousness that here we are today able to form full ideas, and interact with each other. So with all of these kinds of realizations through psychedelics, I was able to put everything into like two different doors. One door is things that make me feel positive, and then the other door is things that make me feel negative. And a negative feeling to me is like anxiety, depression, sadness, overwhelming, just all those kind of things. So like I kind of broke that code in a different sense to where like, yeah, if I just ignore it, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as I'm growing older, I I'm faced with the reality that, well, it's gonna fucking bother me. It's gonna catch up. I can't just sit by and allow my fucking freedoms to be decided for me.
Right.
I can't just sit here and be clueless to the bigger picture. I'll have more power with more knowledge, even if that knowledge brings me those negative feelings.
Exactly.
That's the whole fucking world.
That's the
Yin
state
and
of the world
yang.
right now, and that's why, that's why we're seeing. Well, I'm seeing, it's getting seen that shit is getting, completely sideways. The whole fucking planet's
You want a
fucking
beer, bro?
sideways. Yeah, I'll take a beer.
We got craft ciders. What I'm drinking, there's Heineken.
Or cider?
No Heineken.
Yeah.
Try this
So-
out.
You got any other IPAs down there?
No, not right now.
I almost brought some.
Oh, we do it all here, bro.
We do it all, man.
We've done mushrooms on this podcast.
I almost brought some SoCo.
I did mushrooms with.
what?
Yeah,
Southern Comfort.
there's liquor downstairs too, man.
Oh man, I would have had a drink.
Got rum, I got vodka, I got scotch. I'm not opening. I'm sorry.
You got ginger ale?
I don't think so. I don't think.
That's all right.
Just,
I don't have ginger ale.
I used to do SoCo
have-
ginger ale. I love
I
it.
have a Coca-Cola in the fridge.
Ooh,
Yeah,
or
I know
Sprite. Or Sprite. You got Sprite?
I don't think we got Sprite either.
That's all right. I don't drink Sprite anyways.
But
But I like with SoCo though.
it's like, bro, you got Fanta? Like,
Yeah.
no, that's okay. I didn't
I
want.
almost brought a ginger ale in my cooler, but
Oh shit.
you know what the fuck.
Oh, I left my fucking bottle opener down there.
Retro.
God damn it!
Oh man.
You got your knife?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
give me a lighter, dude.
You need a light?
No, I got
I have
lighter.
multiple lighters, my friend.
You can't pop your cap with the lighter?
Oh, I thought you needed. You know what's going on.
Come
here.
on, Damien. This isn't your first rodeo.
No, but I just thought you needed a lighter. I missed the first part.
No.
That's funny, man. No, my old lady got me for my birthday a bottle opener with a fucking pretty nicely detailed dirt bike.
Yeah?
It's all attached.
Nice,
It's
dude.
pretty fucking cool looking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're
sweet.
getting him one because he wanted one.
I want to get a bike.
He was gonna take mine, man. My
Oh,
dad,
I
my dad's
definitely
got a
was.
couple bikes for sale,
Does
but it depends on what you want to ride.
What's he got?
It's all older stuff.
I'm getting another car, actually,
Yeah.
but I might get a bike, too. I don't know.
We decided to keep that boat.
Yeah?
Oh,
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's cool.
have it out on the water
Sweet.
probably hopefully
I know.
next year.
I kind
Yeah.
of gave up on the boat search.
Yeah.
You know, just shit's crazy right now. It's just like, I mean, if something comes up this fall, I'll definitely pick it up. But
Well, my girl actually had a really good idea, and I'm surprised I didn't think of it. But my dad got this boat when I was like 8, 9, around there, and it was always in his dream. It was a fixer-upper. He got
Yeah.
it dirt cheap. Hence why he went through the trailer, wheel bearings, brakes, the backboard, I don't know what it's called, where the motor mounts, repulsored the seats.
Grommets.
Sure. No, I think it's something else. Like the back of a boat. There's
Yeah.
a certain... Look at fucking up where I tell
where
the story.
where the engine sits?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sits on rubber grommets, I'm pretty sure.
No, the whole backboard. He had to rebuild the whole thing. We pulled out the old plywood that squished between the fiberglass and shoved new ones in. We had to do the whole water to get them bowed out. I mean, it was crazy. But anyways, he bought this boat.
The stern.
Yeah.
Darn.
He bought this boat when we were kids, fixer-upper, and wanted to take us out because of our childhood wasn't the greatest, but, you know, no one's fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always in his dream, you know, to take us out on the water, and it just never happened. And then just this past summer, when he's like, yeah, I'm going to give the boat to you and Damien. And you guys can
Fuck
sell it
yeah,
or you
man.
can keep it. And obviously, we were going to sell it. We gave you the
Yeah.
option because he's like, hey, I got a buddy that might be interested. But anyways, my girl's like, why don't you just keep it for a season, fix it up, and take your dad out on the
Yeah.
boat?
That'd be
He's
cool.
like, give him what he couldn't give to
That's
you at the
awesome.
time,
That's
and
awesome.
therefore at least it could go the full circle.
That's
I'm like, you
fucking-
know
I
what?
love full circle,
Right?
man.
And he's like,
Shit.
that's actually a really good idea. And now we're fighting over who owns what part of the boat.
Yeah, he owns the engine.
I
And,
say you own the engine.
Nope. He owns the engine.
I would like to get a 4-stroke for it because it is a 2-stroke that comes with it. Well, we'll see.
Nice.
I'm sure it's a fucking hell of an engine, bro. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it was rebuilt. Probably only has like 30 minutes of running between the time he starts it up just to let the fluids go through.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I like looking at
Yeah.
that map, just thinking about all the places I could go.
Crazy.
It's an old ass map, dude. That's from I'm pretty sure early 70s. I can't remember what he
Yeah,
told
do you guys know about all the fucking the DUMBs?
The what?
Deep underground military bases?
Oh, dude.
No?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, yeah, that's fucking.
I mean, I've heard
Let's
of,
dive into it.
I've heard of like CIA houses, and obviously
No, these are fucking miles under the ground.
Miles?
And they connect everywhere around the globe.
really.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And that's what they've been using to uh, do their evil shit.
How they like moving uranium and shit.
It's much darker and deeper than that, dude. It's
This sounds like some Resident Evil shit.
oh, dude, that's the
Please.
thing, dude. They, same thing with Hollywood video games, everything. They fucking show us what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
doing.
Foreshadow
You know what I
like
mean?
a
It's
motherfucker.
Fucking
It's like a
crazy.
way of mocking, and that's why I
Pre-shadow.
said, I got a deep
damn
connection to God because, this shit is once you know what I know, it's like there's no other fucking way, because it's so fucked. Like I said.
Well,
like,
what do you know, John? Please.
Well, child sex trafficking, fucking, that's a global thing. Adrenochrome is
What's
a
it-
real thing.
so
Adrenochrome is blood from a child that has been tortured, basically, in the most fucked up
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yeah, and these elites drink it, and it's like a fountain of youth. That's why you see Hollywood celebrities that look like they're
Don't
fucking
age.
20 years fucking younger than they are. Like, look at Cher. Look
Yeah.
at fucking, I mean, Cher's ugly, but she, fucking.
Hey, y'all heard it here. Cher is ugly as fuck.
And it's also, what's really fucked up is the fact that most of these celebrities, have, most of them aren't what their perceived sex is. You know what I mean? Like, so most fucking celebrities, some prominent ones are, dudes that are not
Chicks.
women, or
Yeah.
or vice
The
versa.
aliens,
Lizards.
interdimensional vampires.
Oh no, I mean, dude, like I said, it's deep. that hole is deep. But yeah, they have actually, they're called draconians. I think I've talked to you, Damien, about this.
Yeah.
These are, extraterrestrial beings that, live in these fucking dumbs, these underground military bases. And they, take part in all this shit. It's like, they can actually they have these things called brills, VRIL. And basically what it acts is, it's like it's a reptilian kind of fucking embryo, all right? And they insert it on the back of the eye of whoever they want to control.
Hmm.
And it basically connects to your brain, and they now control that person. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up.
And wait, these are
But these are all, this is all fucking.
It's like a different race of aliens.
Yeah,
Like,
it's part of the draconian race of aliens.
So here's a thought that I had. Like, if we know that reptiles
You probably have so many
exist.
questions.
Oh yes. Right. So if reptiles have existed, and we see them now, like, and we know that they've been here way longer than us, there's got to be some really smart fucking reptiles out there. Reptilian, or
Well,
so what
that's
are
the thing,
the
like,
draconians?
Draconians, there's
Are they-
draconians, and there's also Anunnakis.
Are they from another
You ever hear of
planet? I do
Anunnakis?
know the Anunnaki. Actually, I have a joke about that.
Yeah.
But go-
But and yeah, the Anunnakis are actually a good race of aliens, and the Draconians
I don't know, man. I think
are-
they're rapists.
that's what they probably want you to believe. That's
Well,
what I mean. Like,
well. Here's the thing. Think about it.
everything I know,
they're
like I
on-
said, I don't trust anything until I can verify it with my own eyes, and literally, you have to have really good discernment.
So the Anunnaki, they're on a 33,000 year rotation around our sun, and they pass us every 33,000 years. They get within the distance of Mars and Earth. They come right through there. Think about this, man. They getting their shit together. They come around 33,000 years. They see Earth, and all of a sudden they see these monkeys on Earth. They got disposable thumbs and ass cheeks. You tell me they didn't go down there and clap cheeks with them motherfucking monkeys? Now we're all humans, bro.
Oh, I'm not, it is so fucking deep of a hole that I've been down. So it's like I'm not. I understand how crazy I sound when I talk.
No,
So
but
you
that's
know that's
no.
what I mean.
Don't
I
worry.
understand how insane of a thought to have.
Here's the thing, bro. Don't worry about being judged.
I don't.
Like,
I'm
no.
not.
Okay.
I don't care what
All right.
what you think.
All
I'm
right.
saying.
I'm just saying, like, let it flow. Like, whatever
Oh,
you
I'm
have
gonna
in your
float.
bro, you just let that shit out, man. You know, I like at times I might like I'm playing devil's advocate. You know what I mean? Like, just to keep it moving. But yeah, I'm with you, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like the labeling of crazy because someone who obviously is shutting down like your thought process, yeah, that they'll say you're crazy, but
Right.
that's because they're not even listening.
Just think about this.
Their mind isn't open, I would say. So
Yeah,
A
exactly.
couple hundred, or literally 100 years ago, if a woman practiced science, she was deemed a witch and burned on a stake.
oh my god, I finally watched it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You know, look
that's
at like listen, Noah. Noah was thought of a conspiracy theory as crazy before it started raining, right? Fucking.
oh yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
all. And I don't believe it's a coincidence that I'm here today. You know, on this day, and we're in the state we are in. So, like I said, I believe we're at the end of this. Shit that's going down with the military, and I believe the military is about to step in after some type of big global event.
So I got
The
a big-
good
I got a-
military.
I got
Oh
a
yeah, yeah.
I got a big question for you.
There's an alliance
How
that's
does
been happening.
how does this whole Afghanistan shit and how does all this tie into? Is that just the
What I-
forefront to keep people looking over here?
Let me tell you that. All right. So, like I said, this is a good versus evil plan. So this has been decades in the making. I believe certain celebrities that have died, quote unquote, are still alive, and we'll be seeing them pretty shortly.
Well, like Tupac,
I don't know Tupac. I
Paul
do
Walker?
know. I believe Paul Walker. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Really?
believe Kobe Bryant. I believe
yeah, that was a
Princess
weird
Diana,
one.
Princess Diana, JFK Jr. JFK Jr. is actually part of this plan. Like this is what I'm saying. This
I'll
is
know
gonna
it's
be
all real if
JFK Sr. He was the one that tried exposing Cabal as who they were, and tried the original start of the Q plan. And I call it the Q plan because it's that's what it kind of is.
that's what they call it.
What about the
that's-
president? Reagan?
Reagan?
Is that the one?
He might actually be dead. He's
You know, I'm on the edge about that because I've heard a lot of mixed things. Like he was good and then he wasn't. They threatened him or something. The Cabal threatened him, and this is multifaceted. So it's there's so many different things going on, and what I believe is happening, like I said, is and what really put it on me, to dive down this, like I said, is because I have a child, I have a young girl, and the whole thing about the child sex trafficking and shit that just like fucking killed me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So that really made me investigate. And when I started investigating, is I started investigating. I was watching videos from this guy Gene Decode that does videos on some of the channels that I used to watch, and listening to him talk and just watching his videos and interviews and stuff. And this guy just seemed like he was just a fucking wealth of knowledge, dude, just like pouring out of his fucking soul, dude. It was crazy. And he had all this information about these deep underground military bases, and he knew the whole layout of them, like how far they go, this and that, fucking where they go, what they do there, what they do at this facility. Shows the fucking exhaust coming out of the fucking mountains, like just like, and electrical cords just going into the fucking mountains, dude, like crazy shit. And so, and then he was telling me that these were being wiped out, and I was like, oh, that's fucking great news, like, and it started going me down this fucking rabbit hole. So I started looking at the seismic charts on the internet for every day. In every fucking location that he was mentioning, and then I went even further too, because he said that it started happening around like, I think it was like 2016 is when they started this operation, and they're all 10 kilometers deep and have a blast range of like think it's like fucking 3.5 to 4.5 or 5 as a top or something like that.
That's insane.
And so I started going to these locations, like I said, and fucking, every location he was talking about on these fucking days, had earthquake activity. Fucking that same thing, 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers. And if you look back prior to 2013, all the way back until like the fucking 60s, 70s, 60s, there's none at 10 kilometers. Very rarely would there be one at 10 kilometers. And this is multiple times a fucking day, multiple fucking, places. And I'm like, geez, that's fucking,
Right.
maybe he's onto something, and then started rolling.
So for everybody, listening,
it's a lot to process right there.
I just went to rumble.com and searched up Gene Decode.
Yep.
And
Billy Bean right there. She's
there's
good too.
As of yesterday, and there's all this, everything he's talking about here. You wanna dive deep yourself, definitely check this guy or whoever this person is running this page.
Yeah.
They got some stuff going on here. What's that one?
Billy Bean, she's good too. She does like a kind of breakdown of shit.
Update on underground war. Man.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, but like I said, what's happening is you're catching it. You're catching this information at the end of this operation. This has been going on since Trump's presidency. Like Trump was installed. He wasn't elected. He was installed to take out this cabal. This has been a whole fucking plan to take out this,
So
even when he was interviewed, if you saw any of his interviews where like, what do you think about, the Q Army or something, or the QAnon fucking conspiracy that you're.
He points at the guy
he's
wearing the Q shirt.
he's like, well, he's like, your presidency's taking out child, or basically mentioned it, like taking out a century-old cabal or something, and fucking, he just answered, he's like, oh, like, is that a bad thing?
Right.
But anyways, it's just, so if you think about it in that sense, like Trump wasn't elected, he was installed because Hillary Clinton was supposed to win. That's why they had her at 97% chance of winning, this and that, blah blah blah, and they cheated then to have her win too.
Oh, of course.
But that's why they couldn't take him out. They tried everything they could, and that's why the media bashed him so fucking hard every day of every fucking minute.
Yeah, we all. For anybody who was conscious at that point, we all remember it was every fucking. I didn't even
thing.
have
every celebrity. All these celebrities yelling, fucking.
I don't
hating
listen.
him,
I don't listen to
and
fucking
Trump
news.
used to be like.
It was
everyone's
everything.
friend, dude. You know what I mean? Like everyone. Trump was in every rap song, every fucking this and that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's a fucking, devil. Like,
back when he had his fucking show.
Yeah.
Everyone loved the guy.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
like
I want to learn whatever the fuck you're doing, so I can be a fucking trillionaire, billionaire fucking guy.
So hold
Exactly.
on, real quick. I got a question. Give me 5 names of people on the good side of things. Like who do you think's like up there? Maybe not making decisions, but like.
Oh, it's like I said. So this whole Biden presidency is a shadow presidency, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, Trump never gave up power. But if you look back in time and you look at the executive orders that he did, and this is where it gets interesting because, like I said, this is he made an executive order that any people, anything, any country, people, any persons, whatever you want to call it, it was all about foreign interference in an election.
Yeah.
And if you're committed to it, you committed treason, and you're being, you're fucking dead, basically. So they let them cheat in 2020, and they have everything. They have they tracked everything, so they have all the results of the election. Trump won by like a gazillion fucking votes. It wasn't even close. Biden never came out of the basement, so if anyone logically thinking like that he won is just.
Even the media is turning on him now.
Well, yeah, because it's all, like I said, it's they're showing him, how bad he really is, you know, because Biden is a scumbag. I mean, even before. I mean, this isn't the real Biden, first of all.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
What do you
I'm
mean?
fucking saying it.
What do you mean this isn't the real Biden?
Well, I
Elaborate.
also believe in clones. You know, if you look up CloneAid as a company, there's videos I've seen of. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like I said, you're not, none of you guys are seeing what I'm seeing because it's all being hidden from you. You have to
Hold
dive.
on. I
you have
got
to dig
sticky
in.
fingers, but give me a second. We'll do this.
I mean,
We are gonna-
I've seen something. It was like in
You said
China or Japan.
CloneAid?
Yeah, you can just wiki CloneAid.
I think I know what he's actually talking
Did
about.
you are you on DuckDuckGo?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on to DuckDuckGo or try to like.
It's Bing, yeah. CloneAid.com?
Yep.
American-based human cloning organization, registered as a company in the Bahamas, founded in 1997.
Boom.
It has a philosophical ties with the UFO religion realism, Raelism, which sees cloning as the first step in achieving immortality. Dude, I've fucking said this so many times. On December 27, 2002, CloneAid's chief executive, Bridget Boiselier, claimed that a baby clone named Eve was born. Media coverage and claims sparked serious
Yeah,
criticism.
you think they only cloned a sheep? Come on now.
Right.
Come on.
But yeah, no, I've seen a fucking wild video. It was like China or Japan based, maybe. Maybe it was Bahamas. I don't know. But this guy, you can tell it's a pen camera.
Yeah.
Because of how crazy fucking staticky it is. That like, it was probably one of those buildings. But there are these people advertising with these like avatars behind them.
Yeah. Fuck crazy.
And he's like, "Oh, you want a different body? You want a different nose?" He was just trying to sell like, we can take your mind and put it in what you want.
Wait, where was this?
I honestly couldn't tell you. It looked Asian, of course.
Yeah.
It
judging
sounds
just by
to
the
me.
people.
You guys ever see the video of
it's-
Lady
it's-
Gaga fucking or I think it was Lady Gaga, and she was getting into you know, her vehicle, okay? You know,
Mhm.
surrounded by paparazzi, fucking cameras everywhere, people everywhere. And she just like she got to like 4 feet to the car and then like just stopped and then like just start literally like it looked like it took her fucking like 4.5 minutes to get to the 4 feet. You know what I mean?
Right, like it was having a malfunction.
Yeah, like it was malfunctioning, and all these cameras fucking going. People are still moving all around her, so it's like, you know, it's fucking crazy. And then I've seen, you know, so many fucking videos. I mean, they've had technology that you wouldn't believe and this has all been hidden from us, you know, for decades, since the fucking 60s. You know, and the fact that we're using gasoline cars
only
is
thing coming up's
outrageous. You know, that's
wardrobe.
all. You know, that's how they take our money. You know, like they've been robbing us blind since the fucking.
I honestly think that's what crypto is now.
Oh well, that like I said,
Cryptocurrency?
Bitcoin's gonna go down like a wildfire. You'll see that soon.
I'm starting to think that the whole
I also
thing of
believe,
crypto is just.
Also, the market's gonna collapse very soon. So you're gonna see that. I also believe that it might be a nuclear standoff or something kind of play out. But what I feel like is going on right now is actually a movie of sorts, you know.
100%.
And this is where it gets interesting because the more you know, basically. So do you know who Steve Mnuchin is?
I do not.
No.
He's like a massive Hollywood director, right? And if you look up Steve Mnuchin, you can find that Trump hired him as his, yeah, look at his fucking wiki there.
Oh, Steven Mnuchin.
Mnuchin, yeah.
Steve Turner.
Look at the movies he's done, all right?
American Investor. All right, movies.
He's done some massive fucking movies. Oh, those are all, I think those
Under Siege.
you just go. Oh yeah, he did like
The
Exit
Keeper.
Wound,
what's
The
that new
Keeper.
he's done tons of movies. Tons of movies.
All right, here's IMDb.
Yeah, Mad
Known for
Max.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow. Fuck yeah.
Wonder
Woman. Okay.
So he's got a fucking reliable fucking background.
He's a legit dude.
All right.
All right.
And so Trump hired him as his, I don't even know what title he was, but why would you hire this guy on your team? If so that made me think too. And then
That
I
was in the
started.
beginning, right? When he hired him.
Oh yeah, like I said. So
Yeah.
like this
Treasury Secretary?
Yeah, exactly. So very interesting, and he showed him off too. It wasn't like it was like like that's what I mean. Like you see things. The past proves the future. That's what they always say. So. Um, that's where it gets interesting because, like I said, I've been watching this steadfastly and just processing the information every day. Um, but what's really going on in Washington D.C. I mean, I watch these citizen journalists, all right, that live down there. They're on Telegram. I have them.
Hold on 1 second. Wait, backpedal
Yep.
a minute. Why did he hire this guy?
Because what we're seeing right now,
Yeah.
the media's being, we're being strung along. It's like a big movie playing out. All right, for the
Yeah.
American public to see. That's why it's so chaotic. Everything's fucking crazy. Biden's a fucking mess. The border's
And this
fucking
is being
open.
done by the good guys?
Yeah,
So basically, Trump hired him because of his history and knowledge of movie making.
Yeah,
He could
and-
help probably the media portray it as a movie.
exactly. So because basically what they did when Trump was installed. If you go back in time and you look at his first trip around the world, all right, he went to like 8 different stops, all right, and if you remember correctly, he went to Israel and they did the whole sword letting ceremony. Remember that? Where like the media fucking like, how dare he go to the holy ground? No one, no one's allowed there,
Yeah.
and all that shit. That was because what really happened was he was going to each of these countries and bringing the fucking motherload of information that they had. Because once the NSA was created, they had everything from everyone. The bad guys were trying to, get the whole globe under their power. You know what I mean? But that's when the military took control basically and took over. They had everything on them. So once they had all that information, Trump was installed. Like I said. JFK Jr. has been behind the scenes. JFK Jr. will be the vice president, or he might even be the president. I don't know if they're going to bring Trump back, but we're going to see a martial law period of time for about 6 months, I would say.
And how is this good for the people?
Because what the real plan was enslave humanity. So basically, you would have no freedom, nothing, and
Christ, we're halfway there.
no, but they were trying to depopulate the earth. You know the Georgia Guidestones?
Yes.
Remember,
Yeah.
Well, it said they want to. They actually, like I said, they mock us. They tell us what they want to do. That's why all these movies. That's why all fucking the media and this and that. They show us before it happens. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So they want to depopulate the earth to 500,000 people. How do you depopulate the earth to 500 million? I'm sorry.
And when you say they, you mean the bad ones?
Yeah. And how do you go about by doing that? You
Make a vaccine.
Make a vaccine. There you go. Spot on. So that was the bad plan. Yeah. Luckily for us, we got the good guys. Like I said, and it's a global alliance of militaries. So it's not just our military that's going to be. That's what
The only thing that I just don't understand is.
And by the way,
why
the
would
Taliban, I believe, is not who they portray him to be.
Why would they use the same tactics as the bad guys to take control and, you know what I mean? Like, the average human being just wants to take care of their shit.
Yeah, but you're dealing, like I said, this is where it gets. I mean, like this is where it went no other way for me than God versus Satan, because if you think of it as how could people do that? Well, we're not dealing with people. These people don't have empathy. How can you harvest a child's fucking fear, blood fear, basically, by torturing them and then fucking
Well, it's like the microchip doubles every 9 months. Look at our cell phones. How fast are they upgrading? Yet we're still using the same goddamn rockets ever since
Exactly.
what, the 80s?
And I don't believe we've ever been to space that way.
Like that doesn't make sense.
If you know the, I forget what belt it's called, but anything that went through, going into space, it can't happen.
Can I just say something real quick on your comment? Once, let's just devil's advocate here.
Yep.
Along with science, if you have the rocket that can get you to space, you don't ever have to change the rocket that can get you to space.
Well, yeah.
All you have to change is the instruments inside the rocket to detect more things.
Yes, there is that saying. If it
So-
works,
You know about Nikola Tesla.
Of course,
obviously.
yeah, of course.
You understand?
What you know about Bob Lazar?
Bob Lazar, dude,
You're
the beast,
fucking Bob
dude.
Lazar.
He's a beast. That's Project Looking Glass. That's how basically, the cabal knew they were fucked. Because like I said, if you watch the Bob Lazar interview, I think was that Bob Lazar? No, I think it was another guy. There's two guys that have talked
Jeremy
about
Corbell?
Project Looking Glass there.
Jeremy Corbell, I'm pretty sure.
Is it whatever one it was? He was like saying how that he was brought in. He wasn't privy to the information, but he was brought in to look at the Project Looking Glass. The Stargate basically, and see if he could fix it. Because they were getting the same result no matter what they did after a certain date. There was nothing they could do to break what's going to happen basically, and they were panic mode, and he didn't know what they were talking about at first, but then he knew it was basically an awakening that's going to happen, and they don't want people awake. They don't want people thinking for themselves and not relying on the government, and because once people are awake to the truth, there will be no hate. There'll be no fucking, war, no fucking, because human beings aren't fucking, bad people. Society has corrupted them. Most people are fucking good human beings, and they would be good if it wasn't, for the society fucking them up. Like I said, it's crazy, man. It's crazy fucking world.
right? So devil's advocate against going back to what we were just talking about, rocket ships and cell phones. All right, you're saying a rocket ship works.
Yeah,
Just change the insides.
right.
How you can control and function.
Yeah.
Cell phones. They've done that mainly, the insides and the internals, but they're also still changing the outer
They
face.
have to, because that's what attracts your mind. If you want to keep buying the new thing, it has to look new. It has to look sleeker.
Well, yeah, that's
it
why they
has to-
keep doing it.
Exactly.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Why do you think they keep rehashing
You don't-
movies?
You know
so
how
you
much
buy
it,
another fucking
you know how much
ticket?
it costs to make a rocket, dude?
More money than I'll ever fucking make in my lifetime.
Billions.
And you remember The Matrix, for example?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Loved it.
Like I said, that's literally what we've been living in as a society for so fucking long, and that's why the next one wasn't nearly as good, because that really makes you think, for yourself, and that's why the same thing with all these fucking movies that
What do you think of simulation theory?
simulation theory.
Yeah.
What's that?
That this is actually a simulation.
Like we're already in the Matrix.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, we've
So
been
how-
living in the Matrix for a very, very long time.
So where does
I believe
is
I've
God
broken
and
out of
Satan?
that. That's what I'm saying.
Is God and Satan just a construct of the simulation?
I
They're
believe,
outside.
like I said, Satan, I would believe, put the Matrix in. This cabal was installed by satanic rituals, satanic fucking shit. That's why, I'm like I was saying, you've heard of fucking, what's that fucking grove there?
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian.
Bohemian.
Yeah. Well, it's so much worse than that. You couldn't imagine, dude. Like, the pictures I've seen, you can't unsee this shit. There's a movie coming out called Sound of Freedom. You hear about that?
No, I haven't.
I think so.
Think so? Or you don't?
I think so.
It's got Jim Caviezel in it. And he's done like Passion of the Christ. But basically, it's a true story about, and this will be a big, red pill for a lot of people. But
Former U.S. government agent who quits his job in order to devote his life to rescuing children from global sex traffickers.
boom. And I mean, they do some fucked up shit. I mean, organ harvesting, you name it.
yeah, dude.
That whole I know I've talked to you about it. When the Evergreen got stuck in the Red Sea there, or fucking that big fucking
Oh, yeah,
cargo
yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
The ship where
Yeah,
it just
that was,
perfectly turned sideways. Come on.
Starlink took over, and it was funny because right before they went into the strait there, they took control before it and drew a big fucking dick with balls in the fucking like in the ship's path, like it, shit. It's so funny.
That was wild.
And then,
too.
but it was all, like I said, this is an operation that's been decades in the planning. JFK Jr. faked his death, and has been working behind the scenes. Michael Jackson, I believe, is alive. He's part of it. He's going to expose Hollywood. Princess Diana's exposing the royals. I believe the Queen's going to die very shortly. She's already dead, but they're going to announce her death very shortly, I think.
Hey, was he the one that had the alien video?
Yeah, do you see that shit?
Oh my god. Hey, dude, when I saw that, I'm like, dude, our firearms can still kill it. I'm good. I'm like, I need to go buy another gun.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy out there. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I've seen so much more since then.
Point me in the right direction.
Dude, like I
Yeah,
said, get on
'cause
Telegram.
that fucking
Start following
video-
these people. I'm good with it.
Well, no, how about your thing? You gotta tell me.
Good with it?
Yeah,
Take a break.
fine.
Yeah, take a break from it.
That's
I need a
some
break. I
shit
need
we-
one of these though.
All right, yeah. We're gonna take a little
We're gonna take a little break.
5-minute breaker here.
Yeah. I'm walking it.
All right, what is it?
about an hour?
54.
Yeah, it's about- We got the orange Kush cake.
And we're back from a short little break there.
Yes, sir.
Just had to grab some more beverages, smoke some butskis.
Truth's in the building.
That's tasty.
I mean, think about it. The Jon Daly Daily Show.
I know. Fucking be killer. Be killer. Melting brains.
This has been real fun so far.
Hell
We got a
yeah.
long way to go.
Oh, a long way.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna try to remember back what we were talking about. We got talking about clones. My last note was that some people were still alive, and some people
Yeah.
were dead.
We got that. Like I said, like I was just discussing to you guys, what's being portrayed, through the media, through, all these different aspects of culture, isn't what is really going on behind the scenes. And that's kind of where, what draw me to this path I've been on, is finding out that it's all been a bullshit lie. And, it's essentially a matrix that's been formed for us, and, they're trying to control every aspect of it, and robbing, people of their God-given freedom, So, so people, good people, and you can't just, think of all the assassinations that have happened of anyone, I mean, fucking
got your
assassinate.
drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Guys.
Cheers, bro. To the truth.
So, you look back at, just big assassinations and or just, Hillary Clinton's body count. You don't need to go more beyond that.
Oh, yeah, she's-
what's it up to, like 50 now or something?
She's up
But
there with,
that whole John McAfee thing. You ever hear about that?
Oh yeah, dude, the creator of McAfee
Yeah.
antivirus software.
He's still alive. You heard about his death, right?
Yeah, he was.
Recently.
Was he assassinated or did he?
No, they
No.
said he killed himself in his prison
That's
cell.
right. That's right.
And-
They
Oh,
Epstein.
Yeah, you pulled an Epstein.
Yep, they
Yeah,
Epstein.
yeah,
Yep.
And what's interesting is because they were trying to extradite him back here to the United States, and if you done the diving that I have, you realize that, you know, why were they after him in the first place?
Yeah, why were they after him?
They were after him for not paying some tax or something. And it wasn't even like a big amount. They were just trying to get him, because he had information on all of them that would take the government down. At the end of this, we're going to see 99% of the government gone, wiped out.
That is
Done.
a
The
great
government
thing.
we know today.
Yes. Yeah. And, if you remember, fucking Julian Assange, another one.
Mhm. Yeah, she
same
just up
thing.
and disappeared.
No, he's a guy, and he's the one that came
Oh,
out
Julian Assange.
yeah, the WikiLeaks.
I was thinking of Giselle or Ghislaine for some reason.
Oh yeah, and she's that's another thing that you're gonna, it's all coming out, and it's all coming out on a daily basis rapidly at this point, for the people to see for themselves, the corruption. But there's just so many dominoes that are about to fall. The whole audit's going on right now. Like every state is doing an audit pretty much. I don't know how much you guys know about that from the 2020 election.
Well, isn't that because of the infrastructure bill that passed?
No. So like I said, what's really going on behind the scenes? They don't want you to know that there's audits going on because their power is becoming none. Because it would release a shitstorm. Once the massive election fraud is shown to the people. Like I said, this election, they planned this to happen. This didn't, it wasn't even an election. It's not even about politics in general. It's not about Republican or Democrat or anything.
Right, it's that director.
It's literally the fact that, this whole idea that we're a democracy is it's kind of like a smokescreen kind of thing, where, we were supposed to be fucking what's the I'm drawing a blank.
Is
A constitutional republic. I forget. I'll have to look it up. But yeah. So it's not even a democracy. Basically, but what happened was, and if you look deep enough, you'll find out that back in 1876 or 1917. The Act of 1917 is something to look into. But you realize that, that's when the central bank took over the United States of America.
Isn't
and
that
made us a
also when the
corporation and
Spanish flu came out around
Yes,
that
yeah.
time?
And the Spanish
the
flu.
Federal Reserve Board is the third central banking system in the United States history.
Yeah,
What?
so they controlled the United States, made a corporation, and they made an amendment, in the Constitution, to, basically
Central banking.
start robbing us blind,
Yeah.
and taking our money, and freedoms step by step this whole way. But it was under Grant that signed the act, Ulysses S. Grant, I think. And yeah, basically that changed everything. So that's when the dollar started skyrocketing, and was worthless. Like, I mean, what you could buy back then versus what you can buy now with the dollar is significantly fucking, and so it's, but like I said, so, and at the same time, like you said, the Spanish flu, and when you dive into that too as well, you realize that people didn't die from Spanish flu, influenza. They died from taking vaccines that were pumped into them, and then that caused massive amounts of people to die. So, basically with the whole vaccine thing that's happening now, and more and more people are waking up to it finally. But
Interesting.
they've been pushing and pushing these jabs, and now we're realizing, people are starting to wake up and being like, I gotta get a fucking booster shot now. Like what? Like every fucking 3 months.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any bit of sense.
No, and like I said, this just happened the other day. In I think Madrid, Spain, the Pfizer building was fucking blown up or on fire or something like that. You won't see it in the news, but
Oh, fuck no.
that's where I'm going. It's just like, there's so much going on every day. I'm seeing it, video after video. The devastation in China is going to be crazy. because it's a CCP too. So it's CCP is part of the cabal. So the idea of one world government, one world order. It's all the Illuminati shit was real. The fucking everything about, and it's all symbols and numbers too, which is fucking crazy. When you start going down that too, because you start realizing that you know there's something so much bigger than that's going on that people are unaware of. That's why it's hard to talk to people now. In a sense that I can't. They'll just talking about normal everyday shit. Or what's going on in news. I hear guys at the job sites talking about, "Well, can you believe Biden doing this and that, blah blah blah?" And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. I can't take it. And I laugh because I know what's really going on, but you're seeing it, because only at the precipice will people find the will to change. And I believe that, and I don't believe I'm here uh, for anything other than this purpose right now, because, like I said, I shouldn't be alive anyways with the destruction I've done, in the car accident. You name it, I've fucking, you know, I've been close to death many times, and for some reason I'm still here. So it's
I've been playing with this thought that I heard of recently. Um, our actual selves, your soul, okay, whatever that is, it actually exists inside of this ethereal plane of existence, right? This infinite source of energy. You can call it the observable universe, whatever the the neurological makeup of our brain. It all looks just like this ethereal realm, right? So in that ethereal realm, your soul chose to exist right now,
Yeah.
like in this time. Like there was something here that we have to experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I've always thought this, like, I live in this isn't a wildly accepted thought, but I live in the greatest time to ever live in existence.
Right.
We are at the precipice of
Exactly.
human.
You have no idea what's about to happen.
Right.
That's where I'll go. And actually, if you guys want to pull up the screen for me,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just give you some
What
little
you need.
tidbits on stuff I look into on a regular basis, people I look into, and
I
everyone's
got all
doing their
your
part. You know what I
your
mean?
people right here.
Yeah. Whiplash is good.
Stupid.
He does a lot of the, he's more of like a
Taiwan scrambles jets
a
against renewed
crypto
Chinese.
guy for what that's essentially going to be the new stock market once it goes down. Is there's going to be a digital stock market with and everything's going to be quantum. That's what this is a plan. It's called Nasara Jasara. All right, so if you just look at
Who am I looking up?
will it pull up my phone or no, or it's just
Yeah, it's just your whiplash.
okay, yeah, you can
Or
you can go to Whiplash. I mean, like I said, that's crypto.
just
Yeah,
no, it's got everybody here, but it's your Telegram. My bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. We got all kinds of stuff here.
yeah, oh yeah. There's a
Michael
world of
Jocko.
yeah, Michael Jocko, he's good.
Trump
But
Trust.
it's living in a different consciousness. Like I said, we're going to be moving into 4D, 5D consciousness. We'll be living in 3D consciousness, where we're being kind of forced to think a certain way and act a certain way based on the information that is given to you on an everyday basis. And once you're able to observe that and get through that, and it's like I said, it's a process, just like anything else is. Some people won't have that opportunity because they're just they're gonna really they're going to have no other choice. It's gonna be forced into them. So every truth will be released. It's all gonna come out. But like I said, it's a movie that's playing out for the people, for the masses to really wake up. Because when people go through pain, when people go through hardship, it makes you stronger. It makes you, that's why I said, like, I've been through so much in my life. It's like nothing. I'm afraid of nothing anymore. You know, it's just like that's
Right. It's like no beautiful stone that you
yeah.
pull out of the river got there just by being gently placed. You know, it's been being beaten
Oh,
and
I've been
formed its
fucking. I
entire
feel like I've been through
way through.
12 rounds with fucking Tyson, dude. That's how I feel.
That's how you look too, you ugly fuck. Okay.
Dude, I still look good, man. I'm talking about. But all these people, like I said, Mr. Poole right here. This is
Oh,
oh,
you just tell me what to do, Mr.
you
Poole.
know, he drops like,
All right, I'm on
these
his thing right
yeah.
now.
Look at these pictures he drops. All right, they're very
Scales.
interesting.
I'm
It's
seeing a lot of
all
scales.
and everything has to do with timestamps and time. You know, it's all military, like I said. So whatever's being released is being released through timestamps. Um,
Okay, that's
and
interesting.
McAfee, like I said, McAfee's been dropping shit on his stuff too. Like
Wait, McAfee's.
alive, like I said, you know. And it's funny after his quote unquote death, there was a military plane because I watch, like I said, I look at um, I follow the air traffic for
Yeah.
military planes. There's a
Mhm.
couple guys that do it, and one of the guys does it. Code Monkeys or something. I think that's his name or something. I think either that. I think, yeah, Code Monkeys. I think, but he does air traffic for all the military, and this is where it's like I said, it gets so much bigger because, and if you remember, Trump expanded Guantanamo Bay. Obama had like fucking depleted it in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, for our, that's where they used to torture people, blah blah blah, all this shit. If you look at it now, dude, the facility's like 8 times as big, dude. It's fucking massive. They had fucking cargo prisons coming in from different parts of the fucking world. Cargo prison, like an actual boat.
So it took me right to YouTube.
I think I
That's
remember
weird.
seeing something
Dude,
like
they
that.
have a boat that's a prison, dude, and it's built like a prison, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Like a big ass cruise ship, you know. There was two of them that were fucking there, and then they have 3 other places that they're holding prisoners, and there's gonna be military tribunals that will be probably seeing a lot of that to wake people up, to what's really been going on. But like I said, the air traffic, he's been doing air traffic, and he literally he literally like he's been doing it for 2 years, dude. And like
Who?
the Code Monkeys guy.
Code
I don't
Monkey?
know if he's on there. He might be. I think that right
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's him.
Okay,
Oh
here we
no,
go. Defense Secretary Lloyd
no, I don't think
Austin.
that's the same guy.
Code Monkey? Ron Watkins?
He does it on I saw it maybe on
Rumble?
I think he's even on YouTube because there's nothing wrong with doing
Yeah, I've
that.
seen a video this lady does cover over, how the public can watch the air control. You can look up, the fucking numbers they show up on the
Yeah.
screen. So she goes back to another site to decode basically the planes,
Yeah.
and they're like, private, private, private,
Yeah.
private, 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 and then you break down into, she searches further into each private, and then
Yeah.
it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
And then she's like, drone, 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 drone. Look at where they're just staying.
Yeah.
They're not moving. They're not traveling. They're there.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that's what I mean. Like, so basically, he knows all the planes, he knows all the different types of planes, he knows everything about the planes, and what their normal routines usually are. But the traffic coming in and out of Guantanamo Bay from all different parts of the world, military planes, fucking crazy, dude. Like you
Ooh,
would
excuse
never
me.
seen before in your life. And he's never seen. He's been doing this for fucking years. And also like he does the call signs too for like when Biden first became president. Remember, I don't know if you remember, like he wasn't on Air Force One. It looked, he got picked up in like a military plane or something, and he didn't get flown to the White House. And another thing is the White House has a POW flag flying on the top of it, or it did for a long time, prisoner of war. And you remember they built that big facility in the front of the fucking. You see any of that when Biden first became president? They had this big ass. Uh, it looked like they were gonna have military tribunals. That's how it looked like. It was a structure in the lawn of the fucking White House, and it looked like a big ass military fucking like structure of some
Yeah,
sort.
base
I
camp.
didn't see
Yeah,
this
like
myself.
it was fucking crazy,
Yeah, I
dude.
remember the media was saying it's because of the Capitol
Yeah,
riots
yeah,
right
exactly.
before. So,
That's the story
and
they
then
said. But
I remember now.
and then
Yeah.
everyone Biden was supposedly
Yeah.
scared, so he
yeah.
basically wanted to just arm up the White House.
Yeah. No, that wasn't it at all. And the like I said, the military. That's what they've been doing. They've been going worldly, piece by piece, dismantling these dumps. That they're blowing them up, getting the kids out, getting whoever's down there out. Rescuing basic operations.
Yeah, for a while you did see on the news a lot of like sex trafficking or children
They would
trafficking.
mention it, yeah. Like I said, so the media, like I said, and this is another thing that really, drops a big clue because before just not very long ago, the media couldn't, no one in the media could ever mention George Soros' name. And if you know who George Soros is,
I do know who that is.
yeah, that's because he owned the entire media. And now more and more people are starting to say George Soros, this and that on the fucking media. So that makes me feel comfort because I know the good guys are in control because that would never happen if he was still fucking
Alright.
breathing.
So I got a question.
Sure. Good.
Where's your opinion on Snowden and all this?
I don't believe Snowden. I mean, I don't know about Snowden as much, but I'm going to say that I'm not certain that he's a good white hat, just based on everything I know. I don't know if he was planted there by, like I said, you're fighting disinformation every which way. So finding that path to the truth hasn't always been an easy one, So like I said, and that's why I
have
talked
you
about.
seen the Oliver Stone documentary?
I never watched it, but I know. That's what I mean. That they made a movie on him.
Well, it's Oliver Stone. I mean, Trump. You said yourself,
Yeah,
Trump hired
yeah.
a director
Yes.
to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, it would make sense, like I said, I think he's a good guy. I want to believe he's a good guy. I also believe that Elon Musk is a good guy. He's a white hat.
for sure.
There's, like I said, we're gonna have a new system that controls, everything on the planet. So, and it's called Starlink. If you've heard of anything about
Oh yeah,
Starlink.
absolutely.
Someone's talked about it.
So there's satellites that they've been throwing up, in space, and that's how they were able to, do what they did for the election. So they digitally have everything, every attack that was,
Right.
going to the Dominion machines and this and that. They cheated so hard and so much that it was just so crazy that people are like, he won, he's in there, but you can't do nothing about it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, we're going to get to the truth. That's why Mike Lindell, he's a fucking patriot. But basically, I think this plan is so massive, like I said, and you're getting hit with disinformation every which way. It's hard to, see who's good and who's not, at that time period, And a lot of what Trump did too is, it's if you look up the art of war, read
Oh,
the
yeah,
art
I
of
know the
war.
book.
All right, Trump is a
bring it
big
up.
believer in the military of the art of war, where you're having your enemy destroy themselves, basically. And that's what's happening right now. You're seeing that's why Biden's being so, everyone fucking wants
Look at that thing, man.
throttle his neck. Yeah, you start reading some of that, and basically, and that's where the Q plan, and I call it the Q plan. It's not QAnon. It's not never been a word. Never will be a word. That's what people think it is. It's just conspiracy bullshit. But there's only Q, and there's Anons. All right, Anons are digital soldiers. So it's a fight for information right now. It's a fight for, like I said, fight for the truth. So you're battling, something that you can't imagine. So and that's, like I said, that's where it was for me. It was just trying to find the fucking truth through all the bullshit, and realizing it, and figuring out. And it's it hasn't been an easy road, that's for sure. It's cost me a lot of a lot of things so far. But I'm not willing to give up on my, you know, on, I'm not gonna, I wouldn't say like I'm just not going to, lay down and fucking die, and I'm gonna keep fighting until I know the truth and find the truth for the way I see it, and hopefully the whole world finds that truth too.
It's
Because
happening, man.
like I said, it's happening. It's slowly but surely.
Do you watch movies?
I used to love movies, and I don't watch fucking barely. The only thing I watch is Trailer Park Boys now.
That's my shit, dude. I
So-
fucking love those guys.
The
I
one
used to
on
love
Netflix,
movies.
the anime of the
Which-
history, America.
Oh, America the Motion Picture.
Yeah.
You haven't watched that one?
Dude,
No, like I said,
It's-
I can't
it's
watch
hilarious.
it because like once
well,
you.
oh, you remember, you know who Trey Stone and Matt Parker is, right?
Yeah, of course.
They make South Park.
Mhm.
They made Team America.
Yeah.
They made this. It's just a comedy about how America was founded,
Yeah.
and when you watch the whole thing, it's fucking hilarious. But it does summarize a very big issue that we have being America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being this group of 340 million people who all want to be free, and they all have different agendas. They all have the major diversity that we have.
Right.
So it does set like it's hilarious all the way, and then
But the whole
it hits you
racism
with
thing,
that.
the whole narrative that there's racism and like that. Like I said, this has all been manufactured. I mean, you take a picture of a kid, going to school with, say there's black kids, brown kids, white kids, whatever you want to say, and there's a mixed bag of kids. They're gonna play with each other, every fucking one of them.
Mhm.
No one sees race as a child.
Racism is taught.
Racism taught. It's not. It's not in us. To
Right.
be hateful, raging beings. It's not the humanity that I see. At least so.
Well,
But there's
you
a
look
dark
back-
aspect to it.
You look back through history, and humans are very tribal. And you can see.
Can I stop you real quick?
Mhm.
The whole history thing too. This has been a big thing for me too, because what we were taught. This is where it's hard to separate. Anything anymore. And like I said, because what you were taught in school as history, a lot of it isn't accurate at all. This is where it becomes really fucking weird, because they can literally manufacture history.
Right. I'm glad you
For
said
you.
this.
And let
Go
me,
ahead.
where I was getting also with America, the show, what's it called?
Motion picture.
Motion picture. It clicked in my brain because I remember going through history. I sucked at history. I'm gonna be honest, but through the textbooks and what the teacher does, I mean, I give props to teachers, but going through the textbooks, it's narrated as such a neutral, dull atmosphere.
Right.
And what that movie does, it actually brings some of the humor out,
Oh yeah.
because it's probably why history is so fucking boring.
Oh yeah, dude. And if you look back, and this is interesting, because if you look like I said, if you've seen what I've seen, you realize that if you go back in time, all right, and you go back to the early 1900s or even before the 1900s, and you go to schools back then. Schools, an eighth grader in school was required. The required knowledge of an eighth grader in school is fucking crazy amount that to what our kids know today is just like the whole idiocracy, the movie Idiocracy. That's what's happening to our population. It's been a straight downhill,
Right.
dumb down. Glaze the fucking pineal gland, calcify it as much as you can. Don't
I'm
think for
glad-
yourselves. Don't fucking even question things. Just shut up, eat, and fucking sleep.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I love playing thought experiments.
Mhm.
And one that I had was I put myself in the position of being the leader of a tribe, and with being the leader of a tribe, and say it's just 30 of us, right? And this is back in the beginning of time, the beginning of what it is to be a human, right?
Yeah.
So I need to protect my people. I need to feed them, and I need to continue to grow, right? So what happens if one day I'm hunting in the woods and I come across another human being. How am I going to react to that? And the thing that makes the most sense to me is I would want to know more about that human. Or like, are we the same thing? Where did you come from? You know what I mean? Like, try to communicate. I would not like to immediately think that those two would start fighting each other. Like, we just come across each other. You come across a random stranger out in the woods hiking. You're gonna start fighting that person?
No.
No.
Unless there's
So
a
why would
threatening
they?
aspect of it, you know what I mean?
Right, but hold on. If that person is this, we're all humans, right? We all come from the same sort of trajectory. There's more similarities than there are differences.
Of course.
It's hard to imagine that they would just brawl at it, you know what I mean, and
They
go
wouldn't.
for the death.
Yeah.
But you look back through like Chinese history, which they have a massive long, like way more history going back than ourselves, and that's all they've ever done.
But
I
it's
mean,
also history too that's been manipulated too. This is a global thing. Like I said, it's not like, I've done, there's a lot of shit out there that I've been seeing. Like I said, that not on the normal spectrum of information. And
indulgence.
dude, if you look, there's so many pictures that really go deep because you look at the the rivers, for example, are the veins of the human arm or body, whatever. Same kind of thing, same pictures. Then you look at what's another thing? The rock formation, same thing. You go to certain locations, there's so much wealth of that we're connected to the earth in some way, shape, or form. Like it's all to one singularity thing that creates us. You know what I mean? So like one creator. But also I've also seen pictures where it looks like like the plateaus in like deserts or whatever. I don't know what you call them, but someone did a big dive, and how if you do like an aerial photo of it, it looks like it's a big ass fucking tree trunk, like cut down. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
I know the
massive
giant
fucking
trees.
tree, yeah.
I mean, there are sites all over the earth where there are giant stairways. Where, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you look at what are the things that stick out of the ground and look out in the ocean. The big, massive structures made of stone. You know what I'm talking about? They're all placed in different, like, they're all on a fucking cliff that look out, and they're just massive. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nah, look it up.
Fuck, I can't remember.
And you guys heard of HARP, right?
Yeah.
You know about HARP, yeah. Did you see, this is an Awakening 2 thing that's been happening. Like, in Brazil, I just saw a video. I don't know when it was, but, dude, like a tribe of villagers fucking stormed a HARP facility and literally tearing these fucking towers down, just ripping them down to the ground and fucking, because there's been so much going on outside of, our what's being presented, and I'm talking about
There we go.
Crazy
Easter Island.
weather.
Yeah, okay.
Easter Island. There are so many structures. You can look up there, John.
Oh yeah.
There are so many structures all over the world that depict giant things.
Oh yeah, I believe in giants.
Oh, dude, 100%.
And I
100%.
believe that we actually encountered some down when we're fighting in these tunnels. And that's
Oh,
another
that
thing.
makes sense.
That's another thing too. Is like if you look back in time, I don't know if you remember this. Trump trained our soldiers in underground night vision training. Spent like $40 billion on it, right when he first started in his term. And that was like one of the first things he did. Why would we need night vision training, underground training for our military? All of them.
Why not? We don't know.
Well, why
Might
do
as
you
well have the skill.
Might as well have it.
Well, he also started Space Force, which was
Yeah.
kind of fucking funny.
That's interesting too. Like I said, in Space Force,
I feel like that was a troll move. I can't lie.
no, it's literally that's literally
Space Force is Starlink. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's exactly it.
It was
And
a
it's
bill
global.
to allow Starlink to actually happen, because United States, we were the first ones to back Elon. We were the only reason why it went through the UN to allow it. Think about it. It's a massive decentralized satellite that goes around the entire Earth. China would have a problem with that. North Korea would have a problem with that. Russia would have a problem with that. Nobody had a problem with it. It went through.
That's what, we're fighting 13 bloodlines, all right? Satanic bloodlines.
Yep. I do know this. The 13 red dragon families.
13 families, yep.
13 families.
And,
the red 13 dragon families.
They control they controlled everything this entire time. And they got to keep us asleep to keep their power, you know what I mean? So it was basically a global.
Look at this. The Ashina clan, a noble caste, carry the 16Q24.3 red gene inherited from the Sumerian Anunnaki. The root this comes right up on the internet. The root of the dragon seed that permeates royal lines: Merovingian, Carolingian, Tudor, Plantagenet, Stuart, Habsburg, Hanoverian, Saxe-Coburg, Gotha, Guelph, Bois-Leon, Battenberg, Mountbatten, Goss, and Savoy families.
You guys see the? I'm sorry.
Transylvanian lineage.
You guys see the video of where was that Virginia Tech game yesterday? Or did you see any?
Virginia Tech. Oh, you're talking about that
game?
that
college game was packed stadium, fucking
the
80,000
fake team?
people.
You talking about that fake team?
What?
No. Oh, okay. No.
No, this was like they came in to Enter Sandman. And the fucking whole crowd just fucking raging, dude. Fucking raging. No mask, nothing. And,
what game was it?
I think it was Virginia. Dude, epic video, dude. Epic video. But,
did any of these look
dude,
familiar?
there was like a super troll move, dude. Like you said, Trump and the White Hats, dude, have been doing troll moves every fucking day, dude.
What'd they do?
The first two guys that were right where the
entrance.
right
there.
Camera.
Maybe if it is Virginia Tech.
Yeah, is that
It looks like it's got big.
Where'd
you go?
9.
It used to be yesterday. So, I think it was yesterday. I don't know if they really wanted you to see it, but.
One day ago, Virginia Tech cookies.
Yeah, I think that's it, yeah.
2 minutes.
Killer video.
This was 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it. But the two guys' numbers right there.
Dude, everyone
are 17, dude. All right.
This looks like it was back in early 2000s.
And the letter of the alphabet is Q, which is the 17th letter. That's where it gets into gematria. If you start reading into gematria, you realize everything's numerical.
Where do they do this? Where are the numbers that we're looking for?
You got 45, and 45 and 17. So 45 Trump, 17 Q. Get it? Add it together.
Dude, it's like COVID doesn't even exist there.
Exactly, dude.
What the
17, 45. What's the last one? 96?
Oh, I wish I was there, man. That would have been fucking epic.
Oh, you got one person wearing a mask so far.
Yeah, I know. In the military,
That's pretty wild. Hell yeah.
That's a badass video. But dude, I mean, that's the thing. Is like, even when, dude, I was watching some. I mean, this is like earlier on in my, awakening. I said, this is like before the election. It was such an emotional time, because I'm watching what's happening, at these rallies, these fucking Trump rallies, just, tens of thousands of people, fucking, all about America, and just love our country. And, it was just such a fucking crazy time, because then when he lost, that was just so crushing. Like, we're fucked, they're going to inject us with vaccines, and we're going to be fucking zombies before no time, you know what I mean? It was just crazy shit.
So, go ahead.
I was hoping for the zombie apocalypse.
So you're my habits on the CDC website, dude.
So all this has been talked about before he even lost the last election?
What?
You've known a lot of this information since before he was out of office, Trump?
No, like I said, I didn't realize the plan was in, a thing until
Oh, yeah,
within a
right as
couple weeks.
COVID started.
I wasn't awake to like I am now. Like I said, I just knew in my gut and felt in my heart that something's not right with this. Something's something's
Something's
up.
fishy.
Yeah, and for my daughter's sake, I was just like, I gotta fucking get some answers, and, figure it
Well,
out,
hey,
keep her
man.
safe.
I do know of some bomb shelters
Yeah.
down in the mountains in Ohio.
And I
It's
think
fucking
we're
8-hour
I think we're safe, dude. Like I said,
8-hour drive.
the military's in control.
I know one closer.
Okay.
You guys do need to stock up though.
Oh,
on
yeah.
goods and so
Oh, yeah.
I
Dude,
am all
they
got a
always
generator, bro?
they always complain because they come to our house and our whole fucking pantry's stacked as shit, and they're like,
Yeah.
"How does that happen?"
Not
I'm
even
just saying,
that.
stock up on water.
Get a lot of kids,
No,
man.
I don't mean that I mean probably within the next. Like I said, I'm not here for.
I don't need water. I got a life straw.
I got one too.
Yeah, dude. Those are
and I
clutch.
got a fucking crossbow too.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I've been listening to a podcast. I know I've mentioned them, Basic Badass podcast, and they're just like, it's a prepping. Start listening to that. I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, making my list.
Yeah, I
got
got
my
Nick. I got
bags.
Nick. Fucking. That dude is stacked, dude. He's got like fucking military grade rations and shit, dude. I got
Mhm.
him on the fucking path of righteousness. So.
Good shit, man.
Yeah,
but
there's a
if
bunker
you got
in
you got a
Chesterfield.
generator?
Not yet.
No.
Get one. Might need it.
Will.
Will need it. Yeah, I mean, I feel you will. I
Is
got
there
one.
gonna be like 13 days of darkness or some shit?
10 days of darkness.
10 days of darkness. That was close.
There'll be a 3-day event, though. I feel.
Wait, it
The
sounds
Bay
like
of
it was
Pigs
something in
kinda
the
thing.
Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there was something about that.
Oh yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
So who's the Antichrist?
That's
Because if you
well,
follow
like I
scriptures,
said,
the Antichrist has to be alive right now.
If you watch some of Gene Decode's videos, he talks about it actually. And actually, if you go back in time, like I have, and you look at, they actually tried bringing the Antichrist back. You remember that fire in the cathedral fire?
Yeah.
It was all over the news. Only one fire truck came and responded to it.
Oh,
And blazed
yeah.
for destroyed
Yeah.
a huge section of that big ass cathedral. I forget where it was.
Yeah, and a bunch of scrolls were lost.
Well, what was interesting was that was where they were underneath there was where they were trying to open this
Portal.
it's where the Antichrist was going to come out. They actually cloned Jesus Christ out of his DNA from the thorned whatever the crown that he had, the crown of thorns, and they cloned him and they brought that body there to take him, to take over the body of Jesus Christ, like a mocking kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
And it was it had to be done on a certain day. And the White Hats, or the Lions, I like to call it, took over. They fucking took it out 3 days before the event. And if you go back and you can actually find these videos online, if you search hard enough, there's a video in one of the videos from one of the news stations. You see a man on the top, up on top of the cathedral, running around on fire.
Jesus Christ.
And that was the cloned body of Jesus Christ.
I want to see that one.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude.
That was through.
But that was like 3 years, whenever that cathedral fire was. But it was 3 days earlier. So I think it was supposed to be on Easter or something, somewhere on Easter.
I feel like that one might be on Rumble.
Yeah, it might be on Rumble.
I don't think that's really going to be on like a YouTube or a big platform.
Yeah, Gab is another site too. Telegram's censor free, so. But I used to go on Rumble. I used to go on what's the other one?
It's identified as a pastor.
It's
Oh
hard-
no! Where was this?
he
Where
having
was it
trouble-
again? In the Vatican?
No, I don't think it was the Vatican.
No, it was.
Even though the Vatican, I told you about
2013. That sounds right, doesn't it?
all the gold they found under the Vatican and all the
Ocean City Church.
different.
Was that it?
what?
No, it just happened like a year ago.
No, it was a couple. I think it was a couple years ago. I forget where it was. It was somewhere over in Europe. or
Oh,
something.
France, July 2020.
No,
Not the
no.
one of Notre Dame.
Yeah. Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
that was only like a year ago. I thought.
No way, dude. Was it only a year? No, it
I
can't
think it was
be.
a year
No.
All right, here we go. Videos of
Yeah, it was
cathedral
Notre Dame, that's
fire.
right.
Man burning. Notre.
When was it? 2019, 2 years ago.
Check it out. All right,
Is
I
this the
got
one that
rid of
is this the one that say that the man's witness, what is it, Notre Dame?
Where's the man?
No, he was saying the man was before the big fire.
No, on top of one of the on one of the roofs that was on fire. They had the guy was seen running around. Like I said, you might not be able to find it. It's a hard video to find.
Would you say it was like a cell phone video? Or
No, it was actually from a news
A news
station.
station.
Yeah, we're watching it right now.
No,
This
like I'm saying, I don't think you're gonna find it because unless they say
probably
Yes.
doctored
it
it.
says man,
Yeah,
Minnesota
it's-
man witnesses Notre Dame Cathedral.
I mean,
fire.
this video says a Minnesota man witnesses Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm talking about a man being on fire, a cloned body.
Okay, hold on. That's what I searched.
I'd say
It's hard. You
gonna
don't
be
waste your
hard.
time right now. Don't waste your time right now. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
hard.
All right.
But anyway, so they foiled that plan. That is actually, like I said, if you look at that Project Looking Glass video, you'll realize that it was after a certain period of time that they weren't able to change the outcome because they were able to peer into the future by calculating certain things on a whatever computer that's tied to this looking glass technology and see they were trying to like I said, they were literally trying to wipe the population down to a certain percentage and control the rest as slaves, and that plan is no longer happening, which is great news.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so it's just once you go down that hole, it's just like I said, it's a fucking deep, deep son of a bitch. There's so much out there, a wealth of information that's been hidden from you, and then, but piecing it together, like I said, that's been, the hard part is, being, like I said, having good discernment, and really, knowing what's true in your heart. Just just basically
Yeah,
find
that's the
yourself.
key. That's the true key. Is like you got to remove yourself from self doubt. I feel like that's the first step.
Yep.
Once you remove yourself from that doubt, you can like truly listen to that. They always tell you listen to your that that gut feeling you have. But then somewhere along the line, you're being told this and that and this and that, and you never listen to your gut feeling. And then
Dude, yeah. Sorry, my thought process is going crazy. I don't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
I was thinking about another video I just seen too, not too long ago. You guys definitely didn't see this. I promise you that. Did I show you the one with the that girl videotaping by the
I'm pretty sure
down-
you promised me. I haven't seen it.
by the
so.
Capitol?
No.
Where there was a big motorcade that a bunch of reporters.
Where do I find
came
it?
out of
Rumble?
it.
What am I finding? It?
Or go on Telegram.
Yes, sir.
And go to Nancy Drew.
We're going for the hunt.
You're gonna have to go back a while. But she does, like I said, she does
Why
all.
do I know this name?
I know. She does all.
Right.
Like I said, videos from down Washington D.C., which is a ghost town, by the way, right now.
All right.
I mean, all the federal buildings are closed.
Stuff.
There's
This is a
nothing
clip from
going on
the
down
My
there.
Live Today at the Capitol.
But basically, like I said, she does videos every day. There's massive construction going on, military planes, military construction vehicles, just crazy shit that, they're not showing on the news, But basically, they, water coming from sewers and shit, dude, just coming out of the sewers randomly and stuff like that. But basically, the video I was going to talk about is she was filming by, I think, Congress or, one of the big buildings down there, the Capitol, I think, maybe. Yeah, I think it was the Capitol, actually. And there was a bunch of fucking, motorcaded police cars and, government vehicles and shit. And, all of a sudden these reporters start running out. It's like a 9-minute video. She actually shortened the video to just hear what was said over the intercom.
Mm-hmm.
But, so basically the motorcade took off and they were going down like Lincoln Ave or something like that. And the speaker from the, security speaker or whatever, said Trump and Kennedy going down Lincoln Avenue or something like that. Lincoln Avenue, or just basically saying like Lincoln Avenue was clear, Trump and Kennedy on the move, blah blah blah, this and that. Like security fucking. It was over someone's either hot mic on their one of the officers that had the, walkie-talkies or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you can clearly hear Trump and Kennedy, and which is fucking mind-blowing because, like I said, JFK Jr. and Trump have been
Working
tied
together, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Man, it's fucking wild.
How deep do you want to go?
Exactly. We keep talking.
Oh, we got time, bro.
We got,
Cut it out.
And also, like I said,
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, I think it's time for me to take these off.
Ah, you guys.
oh yeah, I'm alright.
No, do what you want.
Anyways, and if you look up JFK, I think it's either Junior or JFK's burial site. Look up a picture of it. And tell me what it looks like.
Wait, senior or junior?
I think it's Senior. And if not, it's Juniors. Boom. I say, gentlemen.
What's that
6?
there?
No,
Hold on.
turn it around, basically.
Hold on, I got this.
It's a Q, you fucking
Oh,
assholes.
Oh shit! It is a fucking Q. Let me put this back on real quick.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! It is a fucking Q.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
And
You know what? Also,
and you know what?
It's a literal dude. They even got the fucking stone connect.
Yeah.
That is a literal Q.
Do you
You know
know? Do you
also
know?
looks like
What?
the apple.
That fucking Adam
The
bit
apple
from?
with the bite.
And he took the bite
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Fuck you, apple.
But basically,
What's he doing? Smoking a joint out of that apple too?
Oh, and if
Is
you
that what that is?
another thing too is what did I say? Shared.
Probably save that picture, maybe.
I already did.
Nice.
It's all going up.
Oh, you know
Trust
what?
me,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what
spend
JFK
hours on
Jr.'s
this one.
magazine's called?
Who?
You know what JFK Jr.'s magazine is called?
I sure don't.
Look it up.
JFK magazine.
No, that's not it. Better look for Junior's magazine. That's a
What?
look
Right
up,
here?
Yeah.
Like on the cover?
Yeah. What's the name of it? George. All right. And guess who killed his father? George Bush Sr.
That's
And they're a Nazi
interesting.
bloodline. Telling people then. And if you looked up the last magazine, I think it was the last magazine before his death, it says, oh man, gotta pull it up. Look up a George magazine 2020 or something. Yeah, it says like
Bill Gates?
no,
Issue, return, platform.
no,
Prediction.
no.
What's it got to
It's an
pertain
older
to?
it's an older magazine, and it says basically it's like a magazine into the future for 2020, and it says they have like a woman on the magazine, with like a spacesuit on and shit, and basically, and it shows in the magazine, it's basically like telling people what's going to happen in 2020. Like,
Oh, the first one?
there you go, right there. Yep. Survival Guide to the Future. Yep.
Yeah.
And read the cover. There's like a couple things on there, I think.
3 stars signify. Number 1, Washington, D.C. Number 2, City of London. 3, Vatican City.
Yep.
Bill
Bill
Gates
Gates talks
talks
to John Kennedy about Murdoch, money, and world domination. Boom. But there's actually a couple.
Can politically incorrect Bill Maher make it to the big time?
Look at Indictment Day. Will Hillary get busted? Boom.
Where does it say that?
Indictment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Carl Sagan's farewell address. Oh, man.
Wait, look at the top one. Good news.
The end of Social Security. Good news. Live forever. Love your job.
Oh, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Live forever?
Love your job.
Dude, you're a fucking work machine. You're going to live forever and build our energy. We're gonna suck your adrenochrome
You're
from
a
your new kids.
fucking battery, motherfucker.
Oh,
Oh
and
my
you know why the
God.
wall was created, right? Trump built the wall.
Why?
Free energy, baby. It's
What?
made out. It's basically like a big tuning fork. It's going to create free energy from the Tesla tower. That's in Texas. Basically, he uses kinetic energy to fucking run your house. And if you look back in time to actual photos from the past, dude, you should see the fucking lights in these downtown, places. Just massive fucking, lit up, nighttime, pitch stuff. And most cathedrals are actually built that way. They used to be built that way for a purpose. There's basically an arch, and those two towers were like an electrode that like fucking somehow.
Ah.
It's fucking interesting when you really dive into it. But like they took down a lot of the stuff because they had free energy for everyone.
Man, that's some Frankenstein shit now.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Mhm.
Wait till the fucking next thunderstorm, you can create a human body.
Well, that's why they're gonna have, it's all quantum energy, quantum healing, med beds. You guys heard about med beds, right?
Go ahead, fill us in.
So they have 3 different med beds that they created. If you remember back in time, if you look back to when when Corona just hit, and remember they took over, what's that big park?
Oh,
Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square? Yeah, or Central?
Central Park.
Central Park.
When they set up that big medical facility in Central Park,
Yep.
that wasn't for patients, just so you guys know. That was for kids that they were rescuing from underneath these tunnels, and these fucking tunnels underneath the city.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and most of these kids have never seen, daylight and never seen anything other than the atmosphere down there, which is not good.
Dude, I think that comes
And
in
that
line
comfort,
when
dude.
the actual news would make an article saying, children were rescued.
It's
That's
crazy,
wild.
bro. It's wild. And it's literally, they had the USS Comfort there too.
Mm-hmm.
That big ship came to the harbor. That was for same thing, kids.
Yeah, and I also remember
USS Comfort.
Yeah.
New York had fucking the pictures were the kids coming out of a big trailer.
But these kids are, a lot of them were it's been generations of these kids. This has been going on for so long. For 50, 60 years. At least that these generations of genetic breeding and this and that. Women. These children are forced to have kids. To keep it going. You know what I mean? So these kids are. Some of them are misfigured and this and that, and fucking, their eyes are like, there's a couple pictures that, you can't really see their eyes because you don't need your eyeballs if you're living underground, you know what I mean? So it's just like,
Dude, I feel like a chicken right now.
there's fucking crazy shit, dude.
I grew up on a chicken farm, over 300 chickens. And I remember, going through eggs. Certain eggs you pick to actually feed the humans, alright?
Mhm.
And then other eggs you would fertilize to create more chicklets.
Yep.
And then from growing out chicklets, then you start picking chicklets to actually grow bigger for the next harvest. And then some chicklets were sacrificed that we fed animals at the zoo and shit.
Yep.
That's fucking wild.
Crazy. Yeah, and that's another thing too. This is fucking crazy. All right. I don't even like saying this because it's fucking disgusting, but it's got to be said. So we're here to say it. We're gonna say it.
It's being said here.
It's being said. The truth hurts, baby. So how do they get rid of these kids' bodies after they've, essentially harvested their whatever they needed from them? Well, if you look up a video of what the fuck's his name? He's such a diabolical scumbag. I can't even fucking.
Kim Jong-un?
No, he's a Jewish Khazarian elite fucking old bastard scumbag. But he actually says it in an interview, saying that we sell the bodies to because he was so cocky that there's nothing to do that you guys can do to stop me now. His plan's already in motion.
Talking about selling bodies?
Yeah, they would literally get the meat and fucking send it to McDonald's or these meat processing factories and process these human kids, these fucking kids, and serve them to fucking at McDonald's and the burgers and the patties. Part of the meat, yeah. And they found
You want that 2-for-1 now?
they literally they literally fucking they found, and if you look at all the McDonald's that closed within the recent couple of years, you can actually look it up. And there's been a lot of them that have been closing, and they've been blaming it on COVID and this and that. But
This is crazy.
they're actually the ones that the meat is actually getting served at, the human meat. They found it in like a crazy percentage of the processing plants, like actual human meat, human flesh remains.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Yeah, it's
dude.
fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if I want fast food anymore.
Yeah, it's terrible for you. I mean, it tastes so good, but it's terrible.
Usually
What?
shit that tastes
Hold
good.
on. Look at this. Just comes up. McDonald's chain closing globally. Human meat, body parts found in food.
Bam!
Since 2015, children's teeth have been found in McDonald's sausages, potatoes, and pancakes in various Japanese cities. In 2020, a rabbi reported that McDonald's was using human parts in their
that
beef,
rabbi, that's the one
making
I'm
one
talking about.
wonder if there was another reason besides COVID for the rash of McDonald's closure.
And you know Wayfair and Walmart have been
McDonald's was
selling
owned by a
kids on
Khazarian Mafia.
online. You know that?
I heard something about Walmart, not about
Jesus
Wayfair.
Christ.
Wayfair, yeah. Wayfair and
I gotta piss.
yeah, I got a piss too.
All right, break.
Break.
Might as well.
Wow.
Well, people.
All right, McDonald's. I just had it yesterday.
Selling fucking human meat.
Yep.
Dude, I remember seeing a video. This guy, he takes a telescope, breaks down, and zooms into the fucking chicken nugget from McDonald's, and he breaks down like what's supposed to be in it. Everyone thinks chicken, and he disclosed that there's no chicken found.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
And the tuna, you heard about tuna in Subway too? That they.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
that
so,
was,
yeah.
that was
wasn't tuna?
big. Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
Not tuna.
Yeah.
I like that tuna. I like fuck. But yeah, so like I was saying, like fucking, it's a wild world out there. And but Henry Kissinger, the video, if you look up the, he just looked at.
Another one?
Yeah, I'll take one. Thank you. He takes he's doing an interview with someone, and he actually just mockingly saying it out loud, like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "We don't let anything go to waste." He calls it the because it's Khazarian Mafia that has taken over control of the planet, pretty much. For so long. All right.
This is a long time ago.
No, that ain't it. Keep going. See if there's more. See, there's an arrow up there. No. No.
Hmm.
See if you find one that says, talking about human meat at McDonald's or something, or McDonald's or something like that.
I feel like that one's gonna be hard to find. They would probably
Oh
try
yeah,
to
they're
shut that
gonna
one
try to
down.
not show you this one. I'm sure.
Yeah.
The New World Order.
No, that ain't it. I'll recognize the picture if it sees it. No.
Hmm.
This is
Yeah, they
even
probably scrubbed that shit from. No.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Well, it ain't gone. It's there, but
Yeah,
it's
you just gotta find
probably
it.
deep.
It's deep. You gotta find it. But anyways, that interview calls it Gemul, or it's some like Jewish term or something. The Goya. That's what he said. The Goya. And he's like, we don't waste any part of the Goya because we're not savages. We don't eat the meat, but we drink the blood and this and that. Because these sacrifices of the kids, and it's all about Satan and satanic shit. But he's blatantly telling it in the interview, like, just like, there's nothing you guys can do, he's just like fucking going off, like, fuck you guys, basically.
Mm.
And I was like, wow, this guy's a billionaire, zillionaire, like, and that's the thing is like, once you realize that, one thing's fake, And one thing they're lying to you about, what else are they lying to you about? You
Mhm.
know, so that's what made me dive deep, deep, deep. Because I started seeing that, wow, this is all been a fucking joke, you know, it's a fucking veil, you know. My parents, you know, I can't talk to them about certain things, you know, because they're still, you know, fast asleep. Not, you know, not in the sense they won't get the vaccine or anything. I'm protected there. They're very conservative, um, you know, God-loving people, you know, but they're at the same time the church has been infiltrated too, you know. So think about this child, you know, the priest with the child, you know,
Think about it.
pedophilia and shit.
God's most beautiful child was the one to stand up. You know what I mean?
And you know the date 9/11 is actually Jesus Christ's birthday, not December 25th.
September 11th?
Yep.
How was that?
Well, it's
And
just
that's
how
why they did the Twin Towers. You know, that's why they took out the Twin Towers on 9/11. And if you look at, you know, if you look at Back to the Future, they actually talk about in that, you know, the first one at the Twin Peaks Mall. He shows up and it's he shows up at 116 or yeah 116 which or no 119 I think. Yeah, so it'll be 9/11 mirrored. It's all about mirroring and all this shit. But you'd actually look up the episode where he arrives at the Twin Hills Mall, Twin Peaks, but the Twin
I do
Peaks,
know what you're
Twin
talking
Towers.
about.
It's all symbols.
There's also, you know, The Simpsons, where
Yep, that 9/11. Yeah,
the
exactly.
poster where it has the 9 and then the
Yep.
2 towers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a recent one with
You know, like that.
there's a recent one with basically the um, going back to when they were uh, basically you know, they go into like a secret, you know, cave fucking meeting room and it's all these global people and they're like they're talking about like CNN and fucking MSNBC and Fox News or something like that. And they're talking about, you know, what we should do, you know, about creating a virus to release on the population and, you know,
Yeah, I remember
they're-
seeing that in The
yeah,
Simpsons.
yeah.
Yeah, that was brought up.
Yeah. And but basically the whole plan was just basically laid out for you.
Hey,
and,
Trump's still alive though.
oh yeah, he's heavily insulated.
Everyone was trying to like, oh, the Simpsons were never wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
when,
do
when
kill
Trump
off
came
Trump.
down, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
The excavator.
and
not
you know,
excavator.
and if Trump gets taken out, you know, it might be just this is another thing too that can play out too is, you know, Trump being assassinated on live television or something like that, or live television, quote unquote, but it being like a clone or a body double. Like even when, you know, if you look too, if you go back to when Trump went to that McGregor fight, Poirier fight, he remember he went there. He yeah, that wasn't him. That was a fucking look-alike body double or something like that. So if you actually look, you can see the differences.
Well, that guy was incredible at playing him because
Oh yeah, in most speeches, in most rallies he's been to,
you
it's
go
usually
to
a double or something because
Trump walks right up to Jorge Masvidal,
yep,
you know, and does that like, hey, Dana, you need to pay him more.
yep. Oh yeah, they're good, and they do it with everyone. Like I said, you know, once you go deep and you see the level of this, then you go back in time and you look at certain people and they change their appearance, you know, drastically. Same thing with Biden. Same thing with AOC. And a lot of it is CGI
See how
too.
Biden's all orange now?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, I've seen a couple videos too where Biden's and I've seen it with reporters. I've seen it with and I don't know what to believe. So it's not like I'm believing it, but I just I've seen so much shit that I don't not believe it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can actually see these people's eyes, and they look like lizard eyes. Like
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those
they're
too.
fucking wild, dude. And they, the way they blink and everything, it's fucking crazy. And then like same thing with like Hillary Clinton when she, I don't know if you ever seen the video of her falling into, she kind of collapsed.
Yeah, and
kind
her
of
handler catches
they
her, and then
pushed her into the van.
the other guy walks up.
That was the day she died. And if you look back, and they have video evidence of her coming out of that same building because people were following because they saw it happen. And she looked completely different. like completely different. Like you could tell, they showed her at 9 o'clock in the morning to like 1:20 or 2:30 or something like that. And it
Do you
was two
think we
different
can
people.
find that one?
It was like two different people. But anyways, but they've been doing like same with Adam Schiff. I would say, but then when you really look into it, and you even see a lot of these are masks. Even I showed you the video of what was it, Biden? Damien, remember that video of Biden I showed? The lady was filming her TV, and the mask flap.
Oh no, it was Fauci.
Oh, it was Fauci. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fauci's been taken out too.
Yep.
You could see the mask flap, just like blatantly flapping every time he talked, and like how real it looks is
Mhm.
amazing.
I'll show him that. I know that'll
Yeah,
come right
yeah,
up.
see that one. That's not how you spell Fauci, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had an extra C. All right.
It was a woman filming it. It was their TV, but you could tell the difference of them. But these masks are incredible. These Hollywood masks.
Mhm.
Like I said, that's where Steve Mnuchin comes in.
So look here.
This is where
If you look
it really
here,
gets deep.
you see. You look. Just follow the. This is.
That ain't the
this is-
one though that I was talking about. But you can tell it's a
Well,
mask.
it's of the same clip.
Yeah. No, it's not the same clip, I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, this is the clip it was from. I
Oh.
remember this. It was huge all over social
Oh, okay.
medias. Yeah, it was his interview.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because there's another clip from this same video where there's some shit with Zuckerberg's face.
Yeah, I told you about the hologram machines that they have. Have you seen any of the videos of that?
Go ahead, tell me.
He kept doing this thing with his tongue like he was a lizard. The little
Oh yeah,
Mark?
These people are.
The dude in the left.
Mark
No.
Zuckerberg is definitely
no
fucking.
Fauci.
Same thing. Mark Zuckerberg's been taken out, and a lot of it's CGI too. It's incredible. Like I watched a video.
That's why it's hard to really determine true
That's what I mean.
and shit
That's where
on
it's really
Interline,
been-
like
That's where it's been fucking so hard for me. 'cause
That's
it's
another
like
reason why
trying
I'm
to-
saying we are alive during the most important time in
Oh,
history.
100%.
Like the whole war on information is literally
Is real.
It's yeah, man. I mean, knowledge is power.
Yep.
We realize that we can't use the nukes.
Well,
so what's the next thing you got to use?
well, that's the thing. Is
Information.
like
we can use the nukes, but everyone who has nukes are afraid of everyone else who has nukes
right.
because they want to be.
But that's going to be the scenario
top.
too. I think it's playing out just like I thought it was going to. With obviously everything that's going on in the media. That we're just pissing off everyone at this point, and China's got a problem with Korea or something.
Oh no, North Korea and
China-
China they're working together. But China.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what what he's even fucking. I know that the plan is to make it look like it's going to be like the start of World War III.
Mm.
Basically, we're going to hear it's going to be an event so big, and whether it be there's another false flag that happens in the United States like 9/11 is, be impactful like that, where it's going to be everyone, all eyes on the planet, will be on this. So it's going to be a massive event followed by, like I said, the 10 days of darkness, military tribunals, but a lot of stuff still coming out, and it's going to be coming out, in coming days. Like the Queen's death, for example. Like I believe she died back in, I think it was like November of 2019. That's when they took her out. And if you look up now, the Vatican, the Vatican's closed. The whole, the England, Buckingham Palace, the whole fucking thing is closed down or something like that. Like all these places are closed. The White House is closed. All the federal buildings in D.C. are closed. And there's armed guards standing outside. I mean, like, it's all adding up to only one thing that I can fucking see happening, But most of the world doesn't even see that, because they're still stuck in, this matrix that's been created. So, it's certainly the time of times, for example,
Some Hajish. Here you go, bro.
But yeah, it's what was I gonna say too? There's just so much going on. It's fucking crazy.
I just want to know, does the Antichrist live in right now?
No, like I said,
Or is it way even beyond that? Like, all right, back to the goddamn Draconians. What are Draconians again? They're from other planets.
yes, different extraterrestrial species.
And
They
they're
get
taking
they get
they're
high off
taking
they
our
get high off the
adrenochrome.
they get high off the adrenochrome like humans do. Like I heard adrenochrome is
So
the
why?
ultimate high. You remember in Fear and Loathing they mentioned adrenochrome.
Yeah.
All right, you remember Johnny Depp fucking dropping and getting fucking seeing crazy shit and
Wizards.
yeah, it's supposedly like I don't know something like 100 times more powerful than heroin. So that's why they do it, and it also is an act, and they're actually coming out with that in the actual news too. That this, the children's blood is like healing or anti-aging or
So
something like that.
wouldn't
Benefits.
depopulation be against, like, if all right, the whole world is hooked on, not the whole world, but we're all hooked on opioids, for instance.
That's
So
all planned.
if well, yeah, that's not the point. But if say we're all hooked on opioids, and then one day we shut down the pharmaceutical companies, nobody gets opioids anymore. That would be a traumatic event.
Yeah.
To those people.
Right.
The other people would be on the outside like, you guys are fucking drug addicts. So if depopulation is part of the goal, wouldn't that cause a massive issue with the Draconians?
Not if they're in control of harvesting their own.
But if they only got 500,000 sources of their adrenochrome, that like dramatically reduces the amount of adrenochrome they're getting now.
Remember in the Matrix where they
See what I'm saying?
were. Remember those big machines in the Matrix that were making human beings and then harvesting them for the fucking machines?
They didn't make the human beings. The human beings were the original when the Matrix started.
But they were making their source of energy. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what their source of energy was. So that's essentially what's happening. But that's what would be happening. Once they had full control, they would still be making human beings.
But that was the issue with the Matrix, was that the simulation wasn't perfect, and that.
But it was hiding the real world. You know what I mean? In the real world.
Yeah. But you couldn't reproduce humans. That was the issue with the Matrix, was that eventually. But if he couldn't perfect, remember the Watcher in the end, if he couldn't perfect the Matrix before humans died, then it would have never been able to work. They needed the humans. That's why they needed to make a unity together.
Yeah.
Because humans needed to be able to reprocreate to create that energy.
Maybe that 500,000 people or 500 million people is enough to sustain their idea of, because like I said, this is a small percentage of elites that control everything, and they obviously did the math themselves on what they need to keep shit going. So that's what they wanted to do, by causing their plan to go through. But what was I just gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
So Draconians are evil.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And Trump is going to take out the Draconians.
They have been doing this. Like I said, our militaries. There's been actually, I think it's 21 countries.
Much easier to
21 countries that came up with this alliance. Like I said, if you look back in time and you start researching yourselves, you'll see that look at Trump's presidency, for example, and look at who was yelling the loudest, because those are the guilty ones. All right. So anyone that hated him and was fucking, like Robert De Niro and fucking all those elite bastards that fucking, or Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks has been gone for a while.
His son's a beast, though. I really like his son.
Well, his son's a fucking Illuminized too. He even did a whole one of his videos on. You ever see it where he was talking?
No,
about,
he's mocking it.
No, he was talking about eating a pineal gland and shit.
Yeah, no, he's mocking it.
Maybe he is.
No, yeah, he's.
But what I'm saying is,
if there's
he's
a good
related,
side,
if he's related to Tom Hanks, he either flipped.
Oh, he did.
If he flipped
to
the military, been great, because like I said, most of these actors and actresses, you look back at Disney, for example. Disney is a fucking, was a 33rd degree Freemason. And under Disney World was a massive fucking complex that they just took out. Actually, when Eddie was down there, was the day he came back the day after, the day before they did their attack on the facility underneath Disney World, and people actually felt the fucking earthquake that happened
I was
from
going to say, I did see I've seen videos of the earthquake at Disney from
Yeah.
people. But another thing I was going to say, have you seen the videos of all the paranormal activity that goes on there?
Oh, it's
Like
crazy, bro.
Walt Disney literally walking around the park at night. And it's a regular. We
Yeah,
actually did
we
this
brought
one.
it up. Yep.
Bro, I did a little bit deeper on that. There are a lot of videos, man, of that same fucking figure.
But you know what? They have submarine entrances, right?
That
They
makes
go
sense.
right into Disney World,
That makes sense.
Underworld, and there's submarine tunnels that go all the way under the United States of America
Yeah.
in a bunch of different directions from these goring machines, like I said. And they've been shipping kids.
Wait, what's a
shipping-
goring
Yeah,
machine?
yeah.
Oh yeah, they actually create these. They're military grade. These things were built back in the '60s. Was when they started. That's when they actually started this operation. And these things are fucking massive. Like you wouldn't believe how big these things are because they're like 4 stories tall and just as wide. Like they're just big circular, long fucking machines that go.
Oh, wait, I know. I think I do know what you're talking about.
Literally incinerate. They use lasers to cut through the rock and go about a mile a day. And ever since the '60s, they've been using them all over the globe, creating these tunnels and creating these massive complexes that you wouldn't even believe if I told you. Just like I forget the name. One of the names is like they named it something or something. But basically, like I said,
I'm
they
failing right
literally
now.
incinerate the rock to nothing. So there's nothing to clean up. They just literally, it's like lasers. The technology is unbelievable. But they're fucking huge, and that's what they do. Just blast through rock, mile a day, for the
That's
last
a lot, and that's fast.
the last 60 years. Every day for 60 years.
Maybe that's why there's a shit ton of sinkholes
There's
also coming
there's
up.
actually yeah, exactly what's happening.
Like,
They're
there's
blasting
been
these
so
tunnels.
many fucking sinkholes.
Oh, it's crazy, bro.
In places they've never been.
There's like a tree that just falls, like disappears. 50-foot tall tree
Yeah.
just
There it
fucking
is.
disappears.
I mean, that's
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
sort of, but that
It's sort
doesn't
of.
have that
That doesn't have
have
size perception.
Yeah.
no, but also it doesn't have
Yeah. That
lasers.
right there.
That
Yep.
might be it.
That's like the. Yep.
Is that a
That's
vehicle?
Hard rock water tunnel boring machine. That makes sense. Water.
Yeah, I guess they're making
I mean,
submarine tunnels. So
high
there's a
pressure
picture
wa-
of the people in front of it. Look at that one.
Where?
Right
Right
there.
here.
Yeah. Look at that thing.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
huge.
I remember seeing those on a little construction video I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah. But that's
that
what
one
they
didn't
do,
have
and
that.
these are
That's
miles,
pretty
like I
fucking
said,
big.
and that's when you go to the seismic charts and you start researching, like I have, on this operation that I believe and feel in my heart that's been going on for the last 4 years. You say, well, it's been going on. Like I said, this has been a plan in the making for so long. You realize that at the information I'm getting is being confirmed by the seismic charts. So they're blasting these certain, our militaries, this military alliance, are taking out, operations everywhere. And I'm getting the information right before it happens. So it's like, this is their next move. This boom, 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 and like next day's fucking seismic charts, fucking unreal. Like if you pull up, they're probably still going on. Because we're not.
I did
we're
this
not
one
to the
day
end
at
yet.
work, didn't I?
Yeah, look
Well,
up.
no, not at work.
It's
How am I supposed-
SIES, I think. Yeah. It's MIC. Yeah, right there, seismic chart. Your English is terrible, Damien.
You know what?
You want to see mine? You don't want to play Cards Against Humanity, this guy.
I'm actually pretty
Look
good.
shit up.
All right, real-time seismogram display.
But you gotta look at the depths and Go back. There's another one. No. Go to latest earthquakes. Go to that one. Yeah, they go to the side there. Yeah. All right. Now go
To 2.7.
Scroll down. You're looking for tens.
Tens?
Yeah. There's a 10-kilometer right there, Puerto Rico region. 10 kilometers. Off coast of Oregon, 10 kilometers. Feels.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
10, 10.
And if you go back dates, you can go back, for the last 3 months or whatever if you want. But you'll keep seeing those in record numbers, and some of them right after another. And then what's interesting about this is, there's no aftershock of the earthquake. That's another big teller of what is a real earthquake and what's not a real earthquake, because every earthquake that is natural has a aftershock, and
Here we
these
go.
have no aftershock. They're just literally what they are. They're
10, 10.
They're tactical nukes that fucking blast through the fucking ground and blow up underneath under the earth at that 10-kilometer depth. So they're fucking insane.
So there's only 2 here.
I saw a video.
Like I said, we're winding down,
fucking-
but what's really happening, and I feel like in a lot of ways, I feel like the war's already been won. And this is a war. We're going through a war. Shadow war, so to speak, like a war that no one knows about except certain people that, like I said, have dove. And, we're getting to that end, where this is the big finale.
Well, that's a good thing.
So, like I said, I'm not here for a coincidence,
glad-
I feel like the timing is right for it to be on the show.
I'm glad everyone's ammoed up,
Yep.
and
But I'm not, like I said, I'm not afraid of what's going to happen.
you don't think it's going to be like a physical type of outcome?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's good.
Like I said,
Oh, that's
it's all going to be, like any other show you've ever watched on TV.
Dude, it's a game of chess. You take out the king and it's over.
Well, that's what I mean. And like I said, when you look at what I looked at, and I mean, shit's getting proven every day. I'm gonna try to find some shit for you guys.
Throw
while
it
I'm
up,
here.
bro.
See if you can find a video. It was like a hiker or a hunter. They find this hole, and they just adventure how deep it is. He takes a 20+ foot tree and puts it down the hole, and the thing fucking disappears. To try to just show how deep it is. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't know how deep it was.
Yeah.
There was actually a group of climbers that I just saw the video the other day. They found one of these Masonic tunnel entrances, and they were like rock climbing people, and they found it in the middle of nowhere, and they had the Masonic fucking shit right above the entrance, and it was they were able to go down, climb down it, and it went on for like fucking ever, and just they saw kids' shoes there and stuff like that. It was fucking weird.
What?
But that's where they have these ceremonies and shit and
Did I
do
send it?
all their diabolical shit. You try to find. She's good. Real Kim Shady. Look at the real Kim Shady on her Telegram. She's a truth teller 101.
Real Kim Shady.
Yeah, it's on my list there, right there.
Okay,
she
what are we
dropped
looking
some bombs,
for?
man. But she ties it all in, Like, look at this. Central bank
Seems to be
building
an
in
ever-increasing amount of revolt around the world. What do you feel this is
You
attributed
can look at some of the videos she's posting, like just prior to the president's arrest, the
All right,
central
here we
bank
go.
building
Something
in
about
Guinea.
Trump.
Because the Guinea
North
just
Korea
got
has not conducted a missile test since November 28, 2017, and has promised
satellites
not
are
to
now
do so
now falling from the
through our
sky. You see that?
meetings. All right. I swear Trump is killing me here. Haha. He keeps putting out clues. He has already talked to Kim.
How's that?
What is the same?
That's on that.
Is it
Yeah.
What?
a fucking satellite?
Let me see.
Fell out. It's on there.
Yeah.
I don't know how far he's scrolling up, but
Yeah, man.
it's
yeah,
on her right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
And look at these protests, like the Netherlands going on right now, dude, and fucking Australia. Insane fucking shit.
Obviously in a different country. We were watching. There's just a satellite just Broke into shit.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens.
Random.
Pretty fucking small, isn't it?
I want to try to find you guys some decode kind of shit.
That's pretty cool.
Let's see, find you some shit.
Oh, see this. What's this?
Oh, and Elon
Just
Musk,
prior to
dude.
president arrest of central
Elon
bank.
Musk fucking been thrown out. Oh, Britney Spears, Justin Bieber been thrown out. Mad comms. I call them comms, communications. Like the military's in charge kind of communications. You know what I mean? Like if you go to their Twitters, Justin Bieber, Britney Spears, they're throwing a lot of shit out. You know, she's got this. She wore the same dress or something. I think I saw. It's the same outfit 17 times in one of her Twitter, like whatever tweets or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people caught on like, why are you wearing the same outfit 17 times? You know,
Who?
you wear one. You know,
Who wore the same outfit?
Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
And she talks about a rose and stuff all the time and stuff like that.
It's probably all shot the same day.
No, because you remember the whole conservatorship
Yeah.
over her life. She's been battling that or whatever.
Mhm.
That's what's gonna, you know, she's gonna be a big part of the plan when the reveal happens.
Well, her father stepped down, so now it's
That's
up
what
to
I mean.
the judge.
But what you're gonna see is, you know, she's been literally like they've all been mind controlled. It's all, you know, they have a they call it um their mind control facility. It's
Yeah, he does say some cryptic shit, doesn't he? You read that? Donald Trump on January 6, 2021. These are the things and events. These are the things and events that happen when a sacred landslide election victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away from great patriots who have been badly and unfairly treated for so long. Go home with love and in peace. Remember this day forever.
Yep.
That's interesting.
See, these are comms right here. So if you look here,
Remember the 5th
and
of
they're all
November.
they do a lot of deltas too. A delta is you know, going back on that same day in the past, like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So a 3-year delta would be 3 years on that day. This got posted on the Q board, all right? And then on this day, someone posts this or something, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, you can't really read it, but
Yeah.
and it's at a certain time, so it dates back to that fucking post, you know, ties in all this shit, you know. I mean, you can read some of this yourself, but, you know, the shot heard around the world. Effective yesterday, while standing under the Statue of Freedom, POTUS freed these good people who are currently being blackmailed, threatened, and enslaved. Those who stood chanting USA were freed. You know, Freedom Day, light, you know, Twitter, you know, like all these things that are happening in real time are getting proven through this, you know, playbook, so to speak, or this, you know, because they posted on these Q boards, you know, like I said, back in 2017. I think 2017 was the start or something. And they just, and no one knew at the time what they were or what they meant because they were just one after another, fucking thousands of, you know, Q posts, and from this board Q. And now that, you know, now it's making sense. The future proves past. So like, what was posted back then is now happening in real life. You know?
What is that?
Yeah. Look at. It's just a fucking dummy. Like, it's fake. That's how the media portrayed it. See?
Yeah, they were
so-
saying, you know, Taliban are hanging.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Oh, did you see the videos of that plane
yeah,
where the people are running up next to it?
yeah, and falling off and
Yeah.
shit, and yeah.
Do you know what a actual 757
Check
is
this out.
like being
No.
next to it?
Aren't
You
they
can't-
smaller?
You can't come within
Dumb.
a fucking mile of that thing and not feel that jet thruster on. All right, that was an inflatable plane they used, and they were literally rolling it up the fucking tarmac for that
Mhm.
video. Yeah, I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you the picture.
Yeah, I want to see that one.
But I actually watched the video of that same plane, And actually, if you look up the number of that plane doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, isn't that funny? Just like the planes that hit the towers.
Yeah. And
Yep.
those weren't planes that hit the towers either.
They weren't fucking nothing hit the towers.
No, dude, nothing.
No.
That is one hole that
Yep.
I think is the time I probably actually started wakening up when
Yeah.
I traveled down the 9/11 hole.
Oh yeah.
And then I was starting to just start questioning everything, the government, and there's so much shit out there to just prove it fucking wrong.
Oh, dude, the $2.5 billion or $2.3 billion that disappeared the day before 9/11 happened. Like I said, 9/11. That's why it's so significant in the the spiritual world, because 9/11 is Christ's original birthday.
So
And
what does that mean? Like, why does that make it a significant day?
because, like I said, this is good versus evil, Satan versus God, and they're mocking the twin towers or twin pillars of freedom, the death of America by blowing up the World Trade Center. Was on that day, it was significant because it was killing America, which is God bless America, God bless America, get it?
Yeah.
That's the war that they've been fighting for.
Was that supposed to resemble his death when he was nailed up and brought?
That's the plane there. It's an inflatable plane. And I've also seen videos of the fake Afghanistan shit.
That shit's fucking weird.
Dude, they have fucking fake.
Plane.
They have inflatable tanks. They have inflatable helicopters. They have inflatable anything you want. And I've watched videos
That's
of it.
definitely not a window, and all those numbers and letters.
But like I said, I watched the video of the. They did like a.
Look at it. Bottom one's real. The top one's the inflatable.
Yeah.
The bottom one is real?
Yeah. So if you start looking at the windows, the numbers, the letters,
That's
you can
the
just
video.
see the
But
little
like I was
imperfections.
telling him, like the fact that the
Wow.
Afghanis were running up the side of the plane while it was going up the tarmac, if those engine thrusters were on even a minuscule fucking thing,
Yeah.
those people would have been blown into the fucking engine and blasted out fucking ground beef on the other side, dude. And then anyone behind the fucking jet engine would have been
pushed.
fucking gone, dude.
Yeah.
I watch videos where they have cars driving 50 yards behind those engines at the minuscule thruster. They're driving Malibus and shit. And the Malibu's going right before it gets into the fucking thruster. Bam! Fucking gone, dude. Like, bumpers flying everywhere, doors flipping 8 million.
Jackass even did a thing on a normal size small jet.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He was like fucking 30, 40
but people
yards
don't
from
see
behind.
that. People are like, oh my god, you can't believe that. Can you believe that? Look at them. They're falling off the plane. I mean, my god. Yeah, so once you
You
start
have a
digging,
very
man,
valid point there, man. That's something.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that one too much.
Well, no one does. I mean, everyone, like I said, you
just see it and you're
just
like,
see,
oh,
yeah,
that
that's something
sucks.
crazy. Then you critically think and fucking think for yourself and be like, that's not possible. I'm like,
Yeah, you bring physics into it and you're like, wait.
Yeah, right.
Like that can't happen.
Hmm.
But yeah, then like the fake Afghanistan shit with like the
So that's being done by the good people?
what?
That fake Afghan shit, that video?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's it could be going both ways. I'm not sure.
Why would the good side put shit out like that? Why
'Cause
wouldn't
it's to
they
wake
just...
the masses up? You got to understand. You're waking. Imagine.
So to
imagine,
do
no,
that,
listen,
why
listen.
wouldn't you
imagine
just be
having my
like,
train of thought?
hey-
Imagine having my train of thought, right? Where I'm thinking the way I'm thinking now, all right? And having that level of knowledge dropped on your plate for you to consume when you have been thinking one way your entire life. What would that do to a population?
I think it would be. I think it would be a lot to deal with, but
You'd
at the
wanna
same
wake them
time,
up.
Yeah,
at the
we
same
do, but
time,
not everyone's going to wake up. That's another thing. That's
the
gonna
only
happen.
way. The only way to get there is
Cognitive
to have the
dissonance.
truth
You know what
put
cognitive
out.
dissonance is?
Just put the fucking truth out.
You know what cognitive dissonance is?
Go ahead. I've heard this before.
You can look up the term and actually read it. for
Yeah,
people.
I was going to say, not a lot of people like
I
to
gotta pee real quick.
fucking hear the truth or know the truth. There's that saying, the truth hurts.
In the field of psychology, cognitive dissonance is the perception of contradictory information. Relative items of information include a person's actions, feelings, ideas, beliefs, and values, and things in the environment. All right. It's the perception of contradictory information. So basically what it's saying is like when you are presented with information that you find contradictory to what you already know, you distant yourself from that truth
All right,
or
so
from that knowledge.
an easy example
It's
for
just
the
like
viewers.
being biased. If you were raised racist, you have a bias against black people or Mexicans or Polish people. It doesn't matter.
A simpler one. You have the round Earth theory, and then you have flat Earth theory.
Right.
Not many people believe in flat Earth.
I know,
I
but
actually,
it's still
I
out
wanted to say something about that. I'm glad you brought it up. That was one of the things I couldn't grasp my head around at first. All right.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
The flat
what?
Earth theory.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, there's no fucking way that's possible. I'm like, not a fucking chance. I'm like, but after going down this path that I've been on for so long now, I feel, I'm not putting it out of the realm of possibility. All right.
You have to if there's tunnels all
No,
around.
not necessarily. Not
tying
necessarily.
so you're saying this tunnel goes like this? All these
I'm not
tunnels?
saying. Yeah, I'm not saying there's not like some type of, I'm not sure what's under there, but the way, the symbols and the numbers and the fucking.
So that would also mean that everything that the sun and the moon revolve around this plane. How would the Draconians get here?
Think about this, okay? Think about
Hold on,
Simpsons.
like-
Remember the Simpsons episode where?
Yeah, the dome, the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying there could possibly be a dome of some sort. All right.
Is that why the rockets shoot at an angle
What?
into space? They shoot at an angle so that way they don't hit the dome too fast.
Oh, I don't
before
know.
We can't see it
Yeah, I don't
anymore.
know. I don't. Like I said, I don't
heard that
really
theory.
know. But I mean, if you think about it, if you try to look at pictures of anything to do with space, where do these pictures come from? NASA.
From our satellites.
NASA.
Well, no, I mean you can get a satellite, you can get a telescope and take.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't do
Yeah.
that, but I'm saying that can be faked. As just like
Well,
everything else.
It's doctored.
I'm not saying it's not. There's no space out there, and I don't believe in extraterrestrial beings, but I also don't believe that it's out of the realm of possibility that we, as a flat Earth, because if you look at the map, that's
We have an atlas.
but basically,
Ain't flat.
if you look at the map and you look at the poles and you look where Antarctica, you can't go past a certain part of Antarctica. All right. And you don't know where you're flying on a plane. Like if you say, "Oh, we're gonna go this way," and hit the.
If you were to just go straight, you would end up on the other side.
What?
If you were to just go straight, you would end up on the other side, though. There are tracks.
Oh, I get it. Trust me. I don't want to not. I don't want to believe that there's a flat Earth, but
I've
it's not
seen
out of the
the-
realm of possibility. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not,
Just
because I've
because
always
of the
been so
broad
against
spectrum
it.
of
Yeah.
information you've been taking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The lying has gone through every fucking thing I've ever thought it was true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like once you get past that, and once you have to handle the situation. Like I said, I know I sound crazy when I fucking talk because it's so beyond the realm of
What you're
people's
used
minds.
to.
Why do
and-
you say you say yourself you're crazy?
No, I don't say I'm crazy.
You just said like.
I said I don't. I
But,
sound crazy when I'm
but-
talking to people. I'm not calling myself crazy because I know I make a lot of sense when I talk, and I know people listen to me. And,
It does
people
kinda-
do, but it hits people differently because like I said,
I
it
think
makes
what-
people angry because you get
I think
angry.
what he's just saying is that like by saying that it can put the perception out to some people that you might doubt in yourself and like what you're saying. But
Oh
like,
no, I don't.
yeah,
I don't have a shadow of
yeah,
doubt. Is
right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
I
what
get
mean,
that.
like,
I get that.
And I also don't care what people think of me. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's. I'm not.
Well, I mean,
I'm not
see,
like.
and that's where I kind of get confused too. It's like the whole like truth will out. You know what I mean? Truth will out. Like that is a core thing that like any child is searching for knowledge. You know what I mean? But without that doesn't have to be instilled. They will ask questions. You know what I mean? They want the truth of things. So that tells me that if this good side of things, that has to be a core morale to that kind of consciousness.
Yeah.
So why play these fucking games? Why not just say, look, here's what's going on. It's going to be traumatic. It's going to be a
Oh, it's
lot,
gonna be
but
tremendous.
truth will out. And if we all, you know what I mean?
Like I said,
You look at it.
you know, because once the good guys got control of Project Looking Glass, for example, once they got the Stargate, they were able to start using it. And now it's at a point where, you know, because they took this over a while ago. So once they had that, they were able to peer into the future in a good way, not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like, so you're trying to eliminate as much damage as possible because this is a global thing. You know, massive amount of people could die. You know, a lot of people question the vaccine thing. You know, why is Trump backing the vaccine? This and that, blah blah blah. But there's also multiple facets to that as well. Because big pharma, and if you actually look up the Greek word of pharmacy or pharmakeia or something, I don't know, something like that. Look up the Greek.
I think we've gone over that one, right?
I think we did,
Yeah.
actually.
If you look at it and read what it says, pharmakeia or something, pharmakeia or something like that. But it means like to deceive, to like there's like a negative thing to pharmacy. So that's why I don't trust anything to do with the pharmacy anymore. The whole you know.
Witchcraft, sorcery.
And I've also learned a lot about natural remedies. Everything we've needed as human beings, as creatures, has been here the entire time for healing ourselves. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, this
The
the fact that we're buying pills is, you know, is all a money grab. It's all to build them up, and vaccines to to make us sick.
Cannabis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. They, you know, yeah, they didn't want us to smoke because that, you know, that actually gets your perception differently. You know, so you remember smoking weed for the first time, and you're like, whoa.
Wow, this whole world exists like this?
Whoa, man, my hand. Crazy. But, you know, that's why they didn't want people smoking it, because it wakens up the masses. So,
Not to mention the amount of shit they have discovered about cannabis that could help
I
with so
know.
many fucking
Fucking crazy.
diseases and shit out
that's
there.
while also being confined by the laws. I mean, dude, now that
did we
they
go over medical beds? Did we talk about medical beds?
Oh,
yet?
Not yet.
beds. But
Oh, man.
real quick to finish this up, now that law has passed, where they've lifted the ban on the amount of THC per flower.
Yeah.
Now, dude, I mean, we've been guided. All the medical history we have on marijuana has been with marijuana only up to 8% THC.
Yeah.
Imagine what they're gonna find when they use marijuana up to 40%, like they do in California.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
All right, so med beds.
Med
What
beds.
the fuck? What is this med bed?
right. Med beds. Med beds are going to be part of your future, guys. All right.
I'm down with that,
Listeners.
honestly.
I
I already like it.
They are quantum healing technology beds. So basically, and what I've also learned a lot about too is healing frequencies. All right.
Oh yeah.
And this uses, like it says, quantum technology. So it uses quantum energy, which is, you know, Tesla created this kind of, you know, he didn't create the med beds, but he also created the technology to infuse it to heal the human bodies. And I mean, there's 3 different types. I think it's like holographic. I fucking don't know all 3 of them, but they do different things. One's surgical, one's I think
Maybe.
holographic. I mean, you look at med beds.
Is the other one hyperbolic?
I don't know, but basically there's 3 different types, and they basically they use them for different things. But you can actually anti-age someone's body by up to 30 years using it. And you know, basically it cures every disease, everything bad.
Oh, this one hits something
remember
in
when
the
Trump was
CIA.
talking about they have to build ventilators for COVID? They
Yeah.
were mass producing ventilators.
Yep.
They're not producing ventilators. They're mass producing med beds for people.
All right,
And
so
they
that's
were
what they're
using-
called,
they-
med
I
beds.
remember they were rushing a bunch to New York. 'Cause
Yeah.
there were so many fucking kids underneath the New York cities that they were
Quantum technology.
using them to
explained.
heal the kids that were because it heals trauma, heals everything. So it's like fucking. You're talking. Your mind can't even comprehend the level of, you know, good that can do for, you know, society. Because we've been poisoned. We've been poisoned our minds, our souls, our everything.
It's almost we wouldn't be able to die really.
Yeah, I mean,
As long as there's still
no, you're always gonna die, but it's, you know, it can only do so much, but it will extend our lives.
Yeah, like
beyond,
compared
like,
to
you know.
fucking
Yeah.
you get into a bad accident. You're
Oh,
on
yeah.
the thresh of death. You know, there are good doctors out there
Yeah.
that can still help bring you back. They
Mhm.
do what they can.
And like I said, we've had vaccines since I was kids. Dude, I got a daughter now, and they, the level of vaccines they want to put in her is crazy. And I'm fighting her mother now about it too, um, because she's still not awake. But it's like she doesn't need it. It's gonna make things bad. Like vaccines are the problem. They just keep you sick. They keep you, you're on different medications for this, the medication for this, medication for this.
Right.
When you don't need any of that shit. Most of
Nope.
it's been poisoned from
Definitely don't.
And I'm not against vaccines. I'm just against bad science and bad vaccines.
Like
You know what I mean?
here's a big point. It's like we know that there are viruses and organisms inside these glacier ice caps
Mhm.
that our humanity has never come in contact with. Where is this? Where is like if vaccines were meant to be what they say they are, then that's what these vaccines would be created for, defending us against things our body is not used to, because we know our body has an incredible immune system. So
Exactly.
if you strengthen your immune system, then you're gonna be fine.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that Joe Rogan just got COVID and healed himself in 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you about Joe Rogan, and I told you, my thoughts because I was skeptical of the whole situation. And Alex Jones, same thing.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is the fact that I kind of have a hope that he is a good guy because of everything
he
that's
is,
going
dude.
on. You know what I mean?
No, he's the
no, he's a
fucking-
solid dude.
He's our Lord and Savior, bro. You have no idea.
But what I'm saying
Hold on,
is,
we gotta read
It's
the. Hold on, my guy.
fucking hilarious.
You have to read this real quick. All right, I'll read it to you.
because they've been blasting. The media's been blasting him.
Bro,
about
it's-
it.
Oh, yeah.
We had 2 bags of grass, 75 pellets of ivermectin, 5 sheets of high-powered antibiotics.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Salt shaker half full of crushed aspirin, and a whole galaxy of multicolored uppers, downers, screamers, blue chew, and also a quart of liquid IV, a quart of steroids, a bag of Black Rifle coffee, a pint of raw ether, and 2 dozen cigars. Not that we needed all that to support the antibodies, but once you get locked into a serious drug collection, the tendency is to push as far as
Yeah,
you
it's
can.
fucking funny.
All right, for anyone listening, that is from Fear and Loathing, not the
Yeah.
quote.
Yo,
But
check
it's-
this one.
Very simple.
Oh yeah, you know the media,
Brought
did
to
you
you
see the
by-
media too that they actually they made he posted a video to whatever his his Twitter or whatever, and it was him looking healthy as fuck, looking good, and the media literally distorted the color of his face to make him look like he was fucking ill.
Really?
Like they actually
Oh,
changed the color of his
yeah,
face.
Of
they
course they
changed
did.
the contrast.
Yeah,
This-
because
I
they were
love
trying to,
this
like,
one, though.
He took fucking horse fucking paste and this.
Yeah,
and
look.
that, like-
Brought to you by Athletic Greens, monoclonal antibiotics, and ivermectin, Nadrip, Z-Pack, vitamin D,
Yeah.
prednisone, and liquid.
But actually, and Alex Jones took ivermectin on air. Did you see that one?
I didn't. I believe it.
Yeah,
though.
he was like,
Fuck it, man. Use what works.
but that's what I mean, like that. But the media tried to fucking, there's been cures the whole time for COVID. For any coronavirus. Coronaviruses are one category. They're a
Dude,
fucking common
There's been a
cold.
cure for cancer.
Yeah, they've hidden all this technology. Like I said, the med beds, everything hidden. Cures for everything. Of course, 6,000 plus cures for everything. Think about that.
But no, we need another vaccine.
No,
It's-
pump you.
Yeah.
But
Let's give you this
Stay away from
That's
that.
what makes
You-
money.
you Stay with. Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
all what it's been all about.
Money.
And that's why they give us vaccines to make us sick, to make us buy
Make
their
more money.
medicine.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why they implore specific type of
Yeah.
softwares in your phone that where, after the next 2 models come out, your phone all of a sudden sets back and you can't barely use it, and
Oh
it's
yeah. But
the
the five
camera
the five
won't
the 5G
load and-
technology too. That was part of their plan.
Hold on, real quick. What'd you want to say? I'm
You
sorry.
guys work together.
Yeah.
They were pushing for people that work in. You don't work for the government, right? But you work government
We're
places.
essential workers.
Yeah.
Essential workers. So they're pushing your employer
Yep.
to push for you guys to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Your guys' input, like,
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? No.
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's
I
not
know.
gonna happen. I'm quitting. No, I'm not quitting. I'll never quit my job because I like my job.
But if it came
But
down to
if it came down to them
get
forcing me to
poked by this needle,
obviously a piece.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Definitely not worth it.
And also,
There's
like,
plenty of things to do in
it's
the
so
world.
funny because like it actually came up. I was talking to Eddie, who's a coworker of mine, and talked to him. You know, it's semi-regular basis.
Every morning at 6 a.m.
Yeah, every morning he calls me. And he's just a good dude, a solid
yeah,
fucking dude. He's
yes,
just
he
a
is.
really good dude, and you know, salt of the earth kind of guy. And you know, I guess something happened in his job because he has to, you know, if he doesn't have the vaccine, he has to get COVID tested. No, I'm sorry. If he doesn't have the vaccine, I'm trying to think of the benefit if he doesn't have it. But no, either way, you have to get COVID tested every fucking week, even if you have the vaccine at his job. And he was telling Greg, the other day that Ant hasn't because he wasn't there on Wednesday, and I guess Wednesday's the day they do COVID tests. And he came there on Thursday, and then Ant worked with him or something. And because Ant wasn't there yesterday, he had to get a COVID test for the week, you know, to go on that project. And he's telling Greg that he's like, Ant can't work in here, and until he has the fucking the test, the positive test. And he's like, well,
you mean the negative?
yeah, negative test. So you have to go to the
CVS.
the CVS or clinic, whatever, but they don't get results for 2 days. So he's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, oh, well, this wouldn't fucking happen if it wasn't for fucking, you guys getting the fucking vaccine, this and that. This is bullshit. And Greg's like, and he's like, no, Greg. He's like, it doesn't matter if you don't have the fucking if you have the vaccine or not. You still have to get COVID test. He's like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
And I'm like, yeah, none of it does, dude. Like you can still get COVID. You can still spread COVID. You still gotta wear a mask. Where are the benefits at? I mean, it's fucking bonkers that people aren't awake yet. That's the fucking problem. I'm feeling. It's like I'm so beyond all of that. It's just like I've walked in. I haven't worn a mask since they lifted the mandate in stores.
Yeah, I don't.
And I was very questionable about if I was going to wear it to begin with going in stores because I was like that fucking.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It took me so long. It took me basically till they mandated it.
Oh, but even when they mandated it, I was like, I'm just gonna fucking walk in there without it on and just fucking see what happens.
You ever been yelled at? Like you walk into a store with it on, but when you start walking around shopping, you kind of drop it.
Like literally, like honestly, I've been begging for an encounter with someone that wants to give me shit because like like I don't know if I just look mad like all the time, but people don't fuck with me, dude. I really haven't had a problem, but I've been like waiting for it. Like I've been kind of instigating it almost in a way, like but no one fucking says nothing.
Fucking try me, dude.
I will drop the truth hammer so fucking hard in your face.
That's awesome, man.
I've been yelled at once in a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking
I get
Walmart.
dirty looks, but they'll never fucking.
I get dirty looks all the time.
Oh, it's crazy.
Just like the fucking dumbass people wearing a mask.
And it's
the only person in a goddamn car.
Yeah.
Or the ones I love the ones when I see they're driving a fucking convertible.
I can't believe you're wearing a mask in the car or outside. Like.
Or that's also because a lot of people just remember that first headline of like, you could be driving down the highway, and if somebody has it and they sneeze out the window and you happen to be behind them and it comes in your car, you got COVID. They literally said that, and within the first week of this shit coming out.
Psychosis is beyond, like that's what I mean when I say when the truth comes out.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. When that shit happened, I was working at Sugar Bush, and dude, there was every bit of 200 motherfuckers on that job, from all over the fucking place, and there were 6 Sandy cans. I fucking, one day I woke up and I'm like, you know what? I called Greg. I'm like, dude, I'm not going in. He's like, oh, why? What's the problem? I'm like, dude, I'm not sharing 6 Sandy cans, busting my ass all day. It's 95 degrees outside with a bunch of people who could have this fucking disease that will fucking take me out or take out my fucking family. No, dude, no. I'm not going in. I didn't go there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't go. I literally didn't call out like when it first came, when COVID first hit. And none of it made sense to me, and I'd already part of me already knew heard things about Agenda 2020 and all this shit and fucking the New World Order and all this stuff, so I was kind of a little in tune with that. But the 2 weeks to stop the spread and shit, and then it fucking went further, and further, and and Trump's saying one thing, but they're blasting him for that. I'm like, what? Why are they blasting him for that? I'm like, they're blasting about everything. So what the fuck's the difference, And then I started, like I said, but at first I was like, well, I'm just gonna continue working. I got a fucking family to, provide for, this and that. So I continued to go to work. And I was working out in Grafton at the time doing that wastewater place, or Public Works, or whatever the fuck it was. So I was running the project. So it was like, to me that was a bigger thing because I was like, I'm in charge. I don't want to fucking, put my job at risk.
Right,
And
right.
I'm making great money. Not that I would have been making, and what sucks to think back at it now is I would have been taking home pretty close to what I was taking home every week anyways if I stayed home, because it was like they give you like an extra $600 or
Yeah, it
something
was
like that.
300 and then.
Yeah, but it was an extra 600 on top of your
Oh yeah, you're
at
right. It
first,
was
you know
at
what I mean?
first,
So it was
yeah.
like, damn, like I should have just fucking did that and did nothing and just fucking would have been awesome. But I
Yep,
was like, well, I
spending
was
time with the
at the
family.
point I was like, well, it's gonna happen anyways. They're just gonna shut us all down and I'll be home anyways. So I'm like, might as well just stack some. I'm like, and
Yeah.
I was like, I've been on unemployment. It's not gonna kick in for a few weeks. I'm gonna fucking be waiting for checks. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Nope, didn't happen.
Nope.
Fucking worked the whole fucking time. Justin took like a month off or 2 months off, whatever the fuck it was. I'm just fucking driving an hour and 10 minutes to fucking work every morning. And I'm like, fuck me, dude. I should have done it.
I could have been at
I
home
feel you.
driving into
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
feel
hole.
the same way.
God damn.
I
But
feel
no,
the
I would
same
certainly,
way.
like I said, I would certainly fucking drop my job in a heartbeat if they fucking mandated it to me.
It's not worth it.
I couldn't.
And like I said, knowing what I know now, makes it that much easier to drop it. You know what I mean? Because I know what's going to happen. I feel it in my heart, feel it in my soul. I know the plan. I know what's going to happen. It's getting proven every day to me. So if they did mandate it for me, it wouldn't be very long of a period of time that I feel like I would have to wait.
So have you seen OSHA help push back?
No, but
No
I've been
way.
seeing a lot of fucking shit with people pushing back.
Oh, dude,
And
no
that's
one's
what I
about
say.
it.
Like, once you dive deep, and you, like I said, you look at what really happened, how America got hijacked, and the whole the whole scheme of it behind it. You realize that you know that has all been eliminated. So the corporation of the United States of America Corporation, has been disbanded. So we have like I said, it's a shadow government. So our power is all in us now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to see that I'm seeing it being displayed on a daily basis. But the world needs to see that. I think a lot of people are obviously, getting to that point. You know what I mean? Where they're like, fuck this shit. It's like, this doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. No, I'm not fucking doing that. We're American. I mean, if you go down, like I said, you go down south, you think, they're trying to take your guns and shit like that. You think Americans are gonna let them? You think people in the South are gonna let them take their guns?
Nope. Trust me, I know.
Like, no.
I know.
Absolutely fucking not.
I know.
Not in a million fucking years. You'd have to
Bro,
pry that from my dead body.
Where I'm from, you can walk into a fucking a store, show them your ID, and fucking walk out with a gun for $130.
And that's also what's going to happen too. Is we're going back to the original Constitution. So there'll actually be a new Constitution.
A new one.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
And actually, this is another thing you guys can look up too. Is once you know what's happened to us as a population, you'll understand how easy it is to live outside of that. That fucking fake slave. We've been slaves.
Materialistic
We've become slaves
economy.
is what we have. All right. Since birth, by with our parents unknowingly doing it, we basically were slaves from birth. When you get your birth certificate, there's a border around your birth certificate, and that actually is a symbolization. And you're also, and if you get anything that's coming from the government or the state or whatever, it always comes with your name in capitalized letters. All right, you're not. You're the
It's a D.
you're the person, Jonathan Daly. You're the person, Damien. You're the person, whoever it is. You're just that person. So when you get pulled over, once you know common law, there's no, common law is the law of the land. Like you literally, if you're not breaking any law of the land, you're not breaking any laws. Like you have no right to pull me over to do anything. Like I said, you're a free person, a free human being. But once you accept, once you accept their rules and their regulations, then you're accepting um, you're accepting into that. So like once you, like I said, like if you get pulled over, they actually look up Patriot Street Fighter. This guy's a fucking powerhouse. Kind of a dork sometimes, but he's a fucking powerhouse of information. He's been battling this fucking fight, and he's got the tomahawk of truth. Fucking, this guy's he's like an ex-Marine or something like that, or he did some.
Oh, is that on
tours.
Telegram?
He's got Telegram, and he's got a YouTube. He's on his like 21st YouTube channel because he's been banned so many fucking times. So he just creates a new channel, and he already.
Fuck you guys.
No, but he's so cool, dude. Is he makes a channel. So he already has a channel that he's actively on, and his following knows this exactly how he does it because he literally makes another channel for immediately use after he gets banned from that channel. You know what I mean? So he always has a channel on deck, ready to go that his followers are already on following. So when they ban that channel, he's already on that channel. You know what I mean?
Man, he's fucking
Dedication,
one step
bro.
ahead of the game.
Oh, dude, he's so awesome. But yeah, he's just a fucking powerhouse. And that whole Robert David Steele, you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
He's the one that kind of exposed the whole child sex trafficking. Look up some videos of him. He's fucking awesome too. But they just announced he died, or said he died from COVID. I don't know, the media's saying that. But he's the one. He's ex-CIA, and he's the one that originally dropped the hammer on the deep state, and the child sex trafficking, and what really goes down. So you can look into him, but they just released his death. I don't know if he's really dead. It's just like John McAfee. I think they're.
So
I think they're,
McAfee's still uploading shit on Telegram?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he just did a video the other day. It's pretty fucking cool. I
Where'd
think
it
it was
go?
yesterday. It's a 30-second clip. You should fucking play it real quick. It's an interesting clip. He's just so funny, dude. The guy's a fucking legend, dude. Always drinking, smoking butts and shit.
What are we looking for? Who?
On Telegram, McAfee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He had a. Oh, dude, you ever see those frogs, those green frogs, the Pepe frogs, the meme frogs?
The meme frog.
Yeah, if you go Pepe Lives Matters, see the frog there?
Pepe what? Oh, right here.
Yeah, that's there's just so many memes of these frogs, and the frogs are they call them anons or the people, But he posts a bunch of shit too. But if you keep going up, you see the frogs,
Show me the frogs.
You see
It's loading.
Ooh, frog.
that was from Laura Trump. That was on her fucking whatever page. But there's comms coming out all the time with these frogs, and watch that one. Pepe rides Joe Rogan.
That is hilarious.
Oh man. Dude, I think it's out. Like just.
Also, I love frogs.
He
You really said that?
No, that was just added by Pepe there. But anyways, you get the gist. Like, there's
Yeah.
memes of the frogs are crazy. But this Patriot Street Fighter guy is what I'm saying was that what I was talking about, or who was I talking about before that?
Oh, I thought you moved on.
Wasn't that McAfee?
McAfee.
Yeah,
Yeah, go to
McAfee.
McAfee's real quick.
Yeah, this is crazy. Because they say he's definitely
He
dead.
does a bunch of coded shit. So, oh, dude, and he played. Dude, I mean, you heard about the snuff video of Hillary Clinton.
Has he
cutting that
posted any
woman's face off?
videos or like pictures of himself?
Yeah, he did. There's one, most recent one. Go down, go down, go down. He had one that he just dropped like today or something. See that? That was him with David Steele. This one, yeah, it's 33 seconds. Such a badass dude. I love this guy. So when they
That's some Halloween.
So what's interesting about that? Okay, so if you read into it and you look back and you see what happened to McAfee, you're gonna find out that when he went off and like he was living in Spain, I think, or something, or Venezuela, I don't know, somewhere, and the feds raided his property, killed his dog, and
They always kill the fucking
and
dog.
fucking ruined like $500,000 of his property. And he was pissed. He was fucking pissed. And this guy's a badass, dude. This guy's like legendary badass.
What the?
Now, if you think about McAfee software, you think about
What?
the antivirus software, right? Oh yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I'm saying, dude. You're gonna see a lot of fucked up shit, dude, going through this stuff. Videos.
Is that the same person?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Went off to McDonald's after that.
And
I'm not gonna describe
Michelle
that to our
Obama's a
viewers.
dude. I'm sure you guys know that, right?
What the fuck?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Look at Damien's face right now.
Yeah, to our viewers, we're not gonna disclose a lot of
That's
this.
that snuff video I was talking
is.
about, where him and Hillary and Huma fucking they cut a girl's face off. That's their face right there. That's
Whose face?
this child's face during a fucking satanic ritual, and then fucking wear it over their face. That's fucking
I've
Jon
heard of
Stewart.
that.
Look at that. Go down. That's a video he did. All right. Of that. You remember that song, Somebody I Used to Know or whatever? That's fucking Jon Stewart. Look at his fucking face right there. And that's the kid that was missing. Like, if you look into it, that's the kid that was missing. They have a missing, child stuff. I don't think that's necessarily that kid, but that was, after an organ harvesting fucking video. That's gonna fucking...
There's a big warning.
Yeah.
Go for it. Not do it.
What are they saying? You can't do it? What?
No.
No, you can play it, I think. No, maybe you can't.
Oh,
There's another one that actually plays the sounds. It's fucking horrifying.
This is fucked up, dude.
Damien's face, dude. It's so bright. Okay, so those are all the laptops, all right? So they have all the laptops, all right? Of every
Hunter Biden's
Hunter
laptop.
Biden's laptops, dude. If you see some of the pictures on there, dude, you're gonna fucking shit, dude. I'm telling you. And they've already dropped a bunch of them. Not. I'm sure it's a small fraction of what's really about to drop with that, but.
Some weird shit, dude.
But anyways, yeah, dude, he drops mad fucking bombs, dude.
Yeah, I don't read code.
No, a lot of
Look
it's
at all
coded,
this.
like I said. But anyways, so after they raided his property,
There's the cue.
all right. After they raided his property and
I'm
killed his
listening.
dog and shit, and ruined his property, he was pissed, like I said. So he sent all the fucking heads of state, or all the secretaries of all the fucking heads of state and government or whatever, top government officials, the nicest fucking MacBooks with his software on there. And once, and he literally backed it all up. So he's got 3.5 or 3.7 terabytes of information of all these corrupt government fucks. Oh yeah,
sorry,
this
go
is
ahead.
fucked up, dude. That shit's fucked. That's John Podesta. I gotta piss anyway.
What are we seeing?
This seems like some kind of torture. For reviews, it's kind of just a black screen with a blue light and
Can't
just
really.
voices. It's hard to pick it out. But whatever the fuck it is, it ain't fucking right.
Feel disturbed.
Nah. Very.
All right, I'm done looking at this for now. I'm gonna
So-
look at that later, though. That's, I mean,
like I said, Telegram.
So
That
how
would be
did
an opening experience for you guys?
how did he die? Supposedly, how did he die?
He was
Hung
supposedly
himself?
hung himself.
Okay, so it was that guy.
That's McAfee, yeah. And but like I said,
so
after
I remember the media saying that he killed himself,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But this whole, what did he say when that happened?
What?
Did he say anything on Telegram about that, or
Well,
did he?
what?
That he hung himself, or
What
No,
did he-
but his wife came out. You know, but what's interesting about McAfee is he made videos of himself, and if you actually find these videos of he actually got a tattoo on his arm called whacked, meaning that if he dies, he didn't kill himself. So he told, and he actually made another video saying that. Remember, if I kill, you know, if I Epstein myself or something, he actually says Epstein. I think he's like, if I Epstein myself, just know that it was not no doing on my part or something like that. And he actually made a video. And then he got that tattoo saying whacked, and then he wrote it again saying that, remember, if I if I get whacked or something, you know, this tattoo is telling you that I didn't do it or
Yeah.
something like that.
That's crazy, man.
Yep. So.
Fucking gnarly shit.
But anyway, so right after, like I said, right after he died, there was a military plane that left Spain, where he was supposedly being held in that prison, that flew directly to the White House. And then that chick that I follow at Facebook Live there, that does the Facebook Lives down in D.C., she saw a motorcade that same fucking afternoon, right after the plane fucking came in, of Spain flags like on the fucking cars and shit, and fucking flying, like huge ass motorcade coming in, just confirming shit. You know what I mean? Like just fucking following the pipeline. So, but oh, dude, like I was just thinking about you know, the elites and fucking Podesta and the comic pizza and you know, all the
Pizzagate?
Pizzagate, you know, is all real. It's all fucking, you know, heavily documented. The WikiLeaks, like I said, Hillary Clinton's emails, the sick shit she's talking about in there, it's fucking, you know, fucked up. So, and that's why her name is Evergreen. Her code name was Evergreen because, like I said, back in, if you remember, the big cargo ship in the fucking Red Sea there, what was it? An Evergreen ship. And it's stuck in the fucking middle of, you know, and what was on that ship was the question. Because what they do is they ship kids through Evergreen shipping to different locations all over the fucking world. Evergreen's a front for the Hillary Clinton Foundation. Everything ties to Evergreen. And Evergreen is very
This
safe.
bitch is dead, right? Hillary dead?
Yeah, she's
Hillary dead?
Hillary dead, yeah.
All right, Hillary dead.
Bill Clinton dead.
I'm good with that, man.
Tom Hanks dead. Queen of
Tom?
England dead.
I can't lie. Tom, that one's kind of upsetting.
It is. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of upsetting ones, dude. I'm telling you. Will Ferrell, fuck him. Fucking fuck. Johnny Depp, fuck.
No!
Yeah, dude, killer.
They got to that.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get ready to have your heart broken, bro. I'm just telling you. There's
Depp?
gonna be a lot of people.
I've watched Depp on so much acid in my day.
Seth Green, fucking.
Seth Green.
Yeah, I can deal with that. He's always been a little weird.
You know who Isaac Cappy is?
No.
Dude, you gotta check this out. You gotta look at Isaac.
What about
Isaac
Jim Carrey?
Cappy.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Adam Sandler, unfortunately.
What? Oh man,
Yeah.
love Mr. Deeds. Fuck
I
man,
know, dude. It
my
sucks.
childhood's ruined.
Oh, dude. It was funny because I was talking to Nick about it
All right,
too.
who's this guy?
And if you look at Beetlejuice,
Hmm.
and I mean, if you go back in movies, that's why I have trouble watching movies now because everything I see,
Yeah, you get something different out of every
it just
time you
no,
watch.
it just clicks my like Ninja Turtles, dude. I can't watch Ninja Turtles 2 anymore, dude. Like Secret of the Ooze. Ruined forever, bro. Or Ninja Turtles in general is ruined forever. Ninja
Why?
Turtles my fucking
Why?
shit growing up.
Why? Why is
Just
it?
the fucking symbolism and the fucking everything.
You
about
know
it,
what?
dude.
You know what's good and timeless though?
What?
Transformers.
I can still probably get behind Transformers.
Yeah, man. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, that was the shit.
But that's another thing too that's been fake too is dinosaurs.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Fucking
You-
ruining your life right
All
now.
right,
I know.
no, you gotta go. You gotta go down this hole. If you're saying
No.
dinosaurs are fake, we have museums, motherfucker.
Yeah, museums are fake and gay.
Hold on,
No,
bro.
no.
How are dinosaurs fake?
Dinosaurs are fake.
I've seen dinosaur fossils myself.
Have you seen a dinosaur though?
Fuck yeah.
Where?
You ever seen an alligator?
Exactly. Shut up. All right, but you know what I can get behind though. All right,
Giant
and this
snakes.
is what I think is, what was actually real is dragons.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can-
So
I can
instead
get
of dinosaurs, you have dragons because you got to think about it in, like I said, in a biblical God and Satan sense. Because once you do, and you like I said, I've been diving down this fucking hole for so long that like it's trying to piece together the truth versus fakeness versus reality, and vice versa, and what was real, what was not real, and going down that path, literally you start seeing the brainwashing that they've been doing to our population for so long, by instilling dinosaurs into our lives. All right, everyone likes dinosaurs. Every fucking human being thinks dinosaurs are fucking cool. I don't care who you are. You're a liar if you fucking say it or not. But it breaks apart the whole narrative of God creating the planet, and brings into the whole evolution of humanity.
Can
You
I
know what
just
mean?
say real quick?
You can say whatever you want.
I just think that
I know you want
I-
to believe dinosaurs are real, but I
well,
gotta shadow
I
that,
don't
bro.
think the Bible disproves that they weren't.
No, listen.
That's
listen.
one thing that
okay,
I
I'm gonna
think-
stop. I'm gonna stop you real quick because this is another thing they found under the Vatican. All right.
Time is
remember,
relative.
Remember, I told you about all the fucking gold they found under the Vatican?
Yes,
Dumps?
yeah.
You tell you about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Time is
They
relative.
found what?
Time is relative.
Relative
Yes.
to what?
Think about it. If you were God, right?
I was trying to fucking make a statement. Bro. All right?
Yeah, let the man
Alright,
finish.
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
you guys invited me.
Go, sorry, go ahead.
Our guest guys, Jon Daly.
Yeah, son of a bitch. All right. Damn it! Now I'm fucking losing my
The
train of thought.
gold.
No.
Okay, yeah,
the gold
okay.
of the Vatican.
Underneath the Vatican. So along with all the fucking gold that they found, which was more than they thought was on human Earth in itself. All right. So think about that. It was over 600 plane loads, and they barely made a dent in how much gold. And this is military fucking planes transporting this gold to other fucking countries. All where this wealth has been stolen from. It was all heavily documented. But what else they found under there was actually missing pieces to the Bible. So they actually found different chapters of the Bible that was taken out of it to not complete
The Council of Nicaea pick and chose what went
You know what I
in.
mean? Like,
Right.
yeah, exactly. Finding out what they could take out where people could, not kind of put it all together. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right,
So
right.
it's all been a fucking lie, and then the whole Catholic Church being infiltrated. The
But
Vatican,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
is all fake. The Vatican, the Pope's dead. The Pope's been dead for a very long time.
Right. But even still, there's nothing in the Bible that disproves the existence of time before humans.
That's what I mean.
So
Whatever was taken out, obviously, they insert what they want you to believe, and they can get it through to you.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
I'm
You see what I'm
seeing
saying?
I'm
Yeah,
seeing your perspective.
there's another
It's-
thing if you think about it with dinosaurs and dragons. All right, in all the cultures that
Think
are
about
brought
dragons.
back in history, there's always dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And how many countries actually raise the young ones to believe in
I
dinosaurs?
mean,
I've never thought
China.
of that.
China has the Year of the Dragon.
Right.
It's a part of their entire calendar.
Fucking, there you go.
Yeah.
I can probably get on board with that one.
No, dude, I definitely believe in dragons.
Logic, man.
Dragons
I'm all
exist.
about logic and reason, bro.
I mean, it only makes
Shinron
it
is
only
real.
makes evolutionary sense. If you think about it.
Exactly. But
Like
I'm saying,
a pterodactyl.
If you're trying to,
A pterodactyl, if we were to see a pterodactyl right now, that's a fucking dragon.
yeah, dude.
Pterodactyls had wingspans stretching across 35 feet.
Yeah.
Bro, that's What?
But that's
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like,
that's
and
a
then and when you
dragon.
look into it, like I just saw a bunch of pictures and shit, and they were actually showing how history can be created instead of actually being history. So history can be changed in one
It's
sense.
written by the victors.
Exactly. History is written by the fucking victors. Exactly. Um, but also, like if you're trying to control a population and trying to get, a population away from God-loving, just freedom-loving people and turn them into
You'd
fucking
point them to something else
exactly, you point
instead
them
of
in a
the
different direction,
right.
and try to question the beliefs of this, this way of thinking to a way of thinking that you'll be able to control the masses more
Mhm.
with that control. I mean, if you think about it, and I started to talk to my parents about it because they're like, John, you're crazy, you're fucking crazy, They don't say it all the time, but it's just like he's like, no, 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 no way, no way, no way, and I'm just trying to, I just ask questions. Try to get them to ask questions. I'm like, well, then why this, or I just insert it. I don't harp on it because I know my mom is
Maybe set in her ways.
like, yeah, she's gonna have a hard time in the future with
Yeah.
what's going on and what's about to happen.
There's a lot of
So,
people that will, man.
but I always
But
stoke it, and
truth
just like,
will out.
I ask a question.
Mhm.
I stick to
My
that.
dad's a logical thinking guy. That's where I get it from. And I've shown him fucking pictures, and his face is just like there's like, what? But he's so conservative, and like he's just a good man. He's just a really good guy, and always has been. Worked his ass off to get where he's in, and but my mom is just so illogical, and there's gonna be no way for me to break that fucking barrier
Well,
unless something drastic
then
happens. Like I said, and
I think all you can do is just be a solid stone, a boulder in that river.
yeah.
And when her rock comes crashing up and rests upon your boulder, you fucking
Well-
stay strong and you hold that rock
Well, like
there
I
in
said,
place.
like I feel like I'm here for like a purpose.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
here to wake people up. But not only that, I'm because like I said, when this event happens and everything happens the way I've been telling people that it may happen that way, when immediately it happens, they're gonna be like, bam, it's gonna be in their brain. Like John fucking said that. Holy shit, I gotta call John or I gotta fucking get a hold of John. I don't think there's gonna be cell phone service for a little bit, because once the technology is released, it's gonna be the Starlink internet, Starlink, there's gonna be a whole new internet, a whole new fucking.
So Starlink's
Form of
taking over.
communication.
Yeah, Project. You can look up Project Odin. You want to write that down, Damon? Project Odin and Nasara Jasara. All right, that's actually what's being implemented. NESA Nasara, NESCARA or whatever. Nasara Jasara. You can actually look it up and it'll come up. Yeah, there you go. Nasara Jasara. There you go.
Nasara Jassara, National Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. Nasara is the most groundbreaking reformation to sweep not only the United States of America, but the whole planet. Thus, Jassara, in its entire history, the act does away with the Federal Reserve Bank, the IRS, the shadow government, and much more. Holy shit. Dude, this shit's really going on, right?
Yeah, that's
Like,
what's
it's
going to be happening.
all this is going on, but until
Now it's
you
going to be the
look,
biggest. It's going to be the biggest redistribution of wealth. Now look up how many celebrities are selling their homes right now. Check this out too.
oh yeah, they're all moving.
They're all fucking moving for some reason. Where are
Huh.
they going?
They're getting out of
Maybe
California.
Guantanamo Bay, maybe? Question it.
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Probably Austin, Texas.
No, I'm just telling you that's what's happening. They've
Oh,
all
people
been.
are going to All right.
Did I not just? I
Is-
told you
is-
that.
Is Joe safe?
Is Joe
Joe safe? Joe's safe. I would say. I would say The Rock's probably not safe.
Oh, I could see that.
I would say Kevin Hart's probably
he's
not
fucking
safe.
juiced on adrenochrome.
He could be good too. Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least, like I said, Mel Gibson, same thing. First guy to come out against it. You remember that video? And then he was humiliated for it, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
made a big
yeah.
thing about his arrest, DUI
Yeah.
arrest, calling him an anti-Semitic and all this shit. His interview that he talks about first coming to Hollywood, and then he goes on about like how fucking evil it really is. And dude, if you find that interview, it's an awesome interview. But he basically called them all out, and like he's like, there's a way to do it without doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and kind of just guiding through it. But he's like, it'll consume you, and it'll, like he goes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes going in there. You kind of feel like you walk in and you walk into like a crowded restaurant, or
Everyone's looking
and
at
everyone's
you.
looking at you. I mean, like everyone turns and looks at you, and you're like a stranger in town kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, and you kind of get this, impression that you're like, he's like, no, I gotta be, I can't be right. I must be crazy. That can't be how it is. And then he's like, and then you go further and further, and you realize that's exactly what is going on, and you're right the whole time. But you just kind of, yeah, you fall into it. But then they trap you with the money, the fame, and then that's how they keep you. It's called the Black Eye Club. If you look at the Black Eye Club, um, that's you'll see all these videos or pictures of celebrities with a black eye, but never getting in a fight, and that's a part of a satanic situation.
What?
So, yeah, it's basically
Right.
yeah, it's fucking deep, dude. It's fucking deep. But the Pope, yeah, that Benedict, fuck right there, fuck him, dude. Satanic piece of shit.
Adrenochrome.
Oh, dude,
Adrenochrome Black Eye Club.
Yeah, and then the panda eyes.
Wow.
Dude. Ever hear of panda eyes? That's another thing, dude. Panda eyes, dude. Like Lady Gaga, paint dark eyes around her eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and all these celebrities with pandas and stuff. That's code for sodomy for a child. Where the child's eyes get fucking swollen up like and look like a panda's eyes because of the fucking torture. Fucking sick fucks, dude. Sick fuck. Sick fuck. But the good news is
That's crazy, man.
God wins. And then so
And you know what? I think with that we ought to wrap it up, man.
boom, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Truth is in the building.
This has been a fucking great episode, John. Thank you very much for coming in here, man.
Is it really good?
No, yeah, dude. This is no for real. This has been great. This has been fucking great, dude. I have a whole page of shit.
Oh man, I don't think you guys are gonna sleep tonight.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Sorry about all this, by the way. I don't mean to ruin your guys.
No,
nights.
don't.
That's what we're here for.
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or I'm
Good
just
shit.
wrong, which I doubt.
Well, only time will tell, and
Only
that's the
time will
thing.
tell, that's exactly.
Shit.
But get prepared. Be prepared, people.
All right. With that, thank you,
You're welcome, guys. Thanks for having
Jon
me.
Daly.
Thanks for having me.
Till next time.
It was a pleasure.
Later.
Later.
See ya.